Hey, happy
Hey,
Tuesday.
Hi.
It's time. We have Marina here today,
Hi,
a little guest
folks.
of our transcendental show.
Yay.
I just
no,
rather, I just rather say, let's transcend, people.
no,
Yeah.
Let's see.
oh,
Hopefully, get a few more people popping in. Mine only says 10, but that's fine. 10 or hosts will be here, I suppose. Hi, Lisa and MJ.
Oh, okay.
Um, Marina, if you want to say a little about yourself again, you're on my channel one other time, but just a brief info if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And last time was a pleasure, and I'm sure this time will be just as much fun. So, I have a channel called Heart Center Tarot. I am a intuitive tarot reader, and been doing this for quite some time now. I put it away for a little while. Now I'm back to it, and I'm enjoying the the tarot community, the spiritual community, and I'm noticing that there are more and more of us every single day that are recognizing that we need to live at a higher vibration. We need to start thinking about me and start thinking about we, and sharing that with as many people as we can. So
Yeah.
that's kind of my purpose over the next little while. My message. So
Right.
yeah,
okay.
come over to Heart Center Tarot and subscribe. Subscribe and like.
And
Same thing with
subscribe.
Dragonfly Crystals and Scott. There. Yay.
Uh, um, there's been times that people have asked, you know, I'm kind of alone. I don't have much. What's my life purpose? I'm in the community, but I don't feel like I'm, gifted or can share anything. But that's not true. Because I
Yeah.
got this hit the other day. One of my friends asked me, like, I'm a nobody. What can I do? I live by myself. I have friends, but I'm a nobody. And I'm like, well, she's connected to our extraterrestrials. So I'm like, they need people on Earth too. Just your
Good her.
thought, just your thoughts, just your love helps the universe. It helps people around you.
Exactly.
Just make sure you stay in your heart-centered place, like Marina's title
Some
there, her channel, but you stay in a happy place. It spreads
right,
in
and some of the
in a grocery store, in
some
a
of yeah,
setting.
exactly anywhere. And some of these ET
Yeah.
people are just here to bring the energy. They really don't have
Right.
to do any specific thing. Just be in that space, and the energy around them
The
uh,
energy flows.
flows.
If you're
Absolutely.
if you're a loving being, that helps the universe.
It's like codes of light,
Yep.
like the matrix going out from you to everyone else. If you're at the grocery store, anywhere, even sitting in your house, your
Mhm.
neighborhood, the world, depending on how, you
Hmm.
know, you focus. But yeah, you don't really even have to do anything. It goes out.
You have to. I mean, if you have grandchildren, or even if you have children that are a long ways away, and you end up calling, just spread the love. I miss
Yeah.
you. I love you.
Yep.
It's great. Da da da.
Hmm.
As long as you're in that realm constantly, but to the best of your ability, we all have our days. I get a little upset when I see a Trump sign, but I blow it off.
You're normal. You're normal. It's okay. Yeah,
So,
we all do. We're
yeah,
human, right? So,
we're human.
as much as we can be enlightened and all that, we're still human beings, and we react to things. And
Hmm.
sometimes I react without thinking, and then later have to go, ooh,
I
maybe
know.
that wasn't
Tell me
right.
about. Yeah, I
You know,
mean, we do the best we
it's
can. And
We do the best we can. It's like I see Lisa Foster on Facebook sometimes. She's posts about all these lovely things she does for animals.
oh,
She's spreading the love, helping an animal,
yep.
whatever it may be.
so beautiful.
It's all good.
Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's as simple as, like you say, Val, in a grocery store, wherever. When you make eye contact with someone, smile. Just smile. You don't
That
have to do anything.
lift
Just
somebody's energy like crazy.
Yeah.
Boom. Just that
yeah.
acknowledge soul to soul. Boom. It just does it.
Totally.
You know
And
what?
every once in a while, if I'm feeling
Yay.
moved by spirit, okay, um, when I'm um, in the drive-through to
Marvelous
pick up a
Lord,
hot dog,
yes.
right?
Oh yeah.
When I go to pay, I can say, "Hey, the fella or whoever is behind me, I'll pay for their order as well."
Oh wow.
And
That is
just
beautiful. That is
you're not talking about a lot, but it, just imagine how nice it
it,
feels when they
I
get up and they have to
right. It's that paying it forward in
yeah,
the
forward.
energy
Absolutely.
Right.
propels. It's just amazing. You
Because that
feel
Yeah.
person that, well,
connected from
right,
that. It's like an
Yeah.
angelic thing
right.
just happened to you,
It's
right?
it's a chain reaction too.
Yeah, it's
That person might
Hmm.
be so surprised, go home, tell their husband and kids, this random person in front of me
Yeah.
paid for
random
my coffee and
kindness.
donut.
That's what it is. Random
Yeah.
acts of kindness.
And
They
it
Yeah.
are amazing. It's
and it
just
goes and it moves.
it moves like
It's word of mouth,
pays
right?
it forward. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you never know where that person is in their stage of life. You never know kind of what their circumstance is.
Right.
So, you don't do it because you think it's going to be a life-changing moment for them. You do it because it's something good. And honestly, it makes me feel good. I feel good when I'm able to do that. Um, but maybe they've had a real shitty day up until now, and it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I can be a little more positive, or whatever. But it's just it's kind of like giving a hug to a stranger, you
It
know?
Yeah.
really is. It really is. And it's
Yeah.
just so powerful. Just that
Mhm.
simple random act of kindness. So, so
Yep.
powerful. And I've had it
I,
done
Yep.
numerous times, and it's like, wow, you're
Yeah.
transcends space
Totally.
time.
there you
I
go.
can't describe
It's
it.
transcendental.
Yep.
Yeah. Today I was at the gas station. I got a water and a sandwich, and it's like, eh, this gas station attendant, like, you keep my change. It's like, really?
Oh,
He's like,
oh,
really? And I'm like, yeah, just keep it. So I start walking away. He goes, I'm gonna make a bet with you. I'm gonna get some Powerball tickets, and we're gonna retire with this. All right. Catch you later. Sounds like a
Okay.
bet.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with
Yep.
the
Yep.
Powerball tomorrow.
oh, you could. This
Tomorrow
might be
night.
a good one.
It was his
All
idea.
right.
That
It was
would be
like
so.
$3. It was like $3 in the change, But he said, "Was it
Still,
$2? I'm gonna get a
that
Powerball ticket."
that's
All
a
right.
random act of kindness.
If
That's a
that's what
random
you
act.
want,
Yep.
go
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah. It
Problem
might be.
is,
Absolutely.
it's like 90 miles away, and I'll probably never see him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but I
That's
mean,
all right.
you've already done your good work for the day. So, yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
work one other time. I was just at a gas station, and I told the lady to get when it was record high
Mhm.
before I was going to one of my softball games. I had $2 in change. I'm like, get yourself a Powerball ticket. See what happens. No, I don't know if she won anything, but it wasn't the jackpot.
Yeah, well,
She took your money and ran.
yeah.
It's not about expectations. It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
random
Yeah.
act. You just do
Yeah,
it.
this is a surprise.
So, normally they don't know who you are and you're out of there. So, there's
Yeah.
no strings attached at all, but
Yeah.
Remember Lisa? Remember Lisa when I'm a millionaire, right? Hey, we can do that. Your family.
Yep.
So
yeah.
the first thought beyond what we were just talking, um, since we hope to bring a message every Tuesday at first, my question was healing the soul. So we each had some thoughts, and we pulled 3 cards or whatever oracle you want to do before.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And this is our message about healing the soul. So whoever wants to go first, I'll go last.
Okay, I'll go. So, what I got with the return of spirit, the 3 cards that I pulled was union, right, and birthing. And in terms of healing the soul, it really was almost instant message. We are always in union with spirit. If we want to, any healing that we want, we are able to give to ourselves and we are able to give to others. And once you realize that you are in union with that source, with the self, with the one, um, be ready to take the journey into finding out who you really are. And you have to be ready, willing, and able to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You have to recognize that, I am not always the benevolent human being that I would like to think that I am. So, see yourself realistically. If there are things that you find that you're focusing a little too much on, one of the best ways to kind of do that is write. Sit down and write about it. Write a letter to yourself. Um, if you're angry at someone and you think you can't express that anger to them, write it out, and then let it go. That's the big thing. Let it go. Once you
So,
do that, there is always place to birth new ideas, new concepts, new things. So, the universe is there to guide your soul, to protect your soul. It does not want to harm you by teaching you lessons and all that. It gives you opportunities so that you can make decisions. So be in union with spirit, write about whatever is going on, and then release it and be ready for new things.
Wow, that's a beautiful message. Very
well,
powerful.
I want to say something quick to that. Back in the day, when I was on Facebook more, I used to randomly get inspiration I'd put out on Facebook. So I always get
Mm-hmm.
these memories.
Yep.
So September 6, 2013, the message was whatever difficult situation you have been in, take note and rejoice that tens of thousands of people have been through it and mastered it.
Oh, that is beautiful. Powerful. Nice.
Perfect.
I used to be
Because
pretty
that
good.
does give you confidence. It gives you the confidence to know somebody's gone down that road.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
it's happened before. If you can, they went through it and mastered it, you can do it too.
exactly.
very nice. Very nice.
And remember what Alexander the Great, what he had engraved inside his ring, which was, "This too shall pass." So
Very
the
true.
good, the bad, this too shall pass.
That's very true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Go ahead.
But so I got balancing your masculine and feminine energies. And I think that about healing your heart and opening it up to those energies that are compassionate and warm and loving to yourself first. And then
Yeah.
letting yourself sparkle and shine. Don't hide yourself. You're somebody to be celebrated, and you need to understand that you're this important being that is placed here on
Yeah.
earth for a particular reason. So you're every bit as essential as everyone else. So your heart, bring your heart to that place where you recognize the beauty within yourself. And then
Yeah.
Unikite, it's answered prayers. Just know, always trust and have faith in the higher purpose, why you're here, what you're here to do. And this green reminds me of the healing energy of the heart and the emerald green energy of Mother Earth. Um,
Yeah.
so all of that is really tells you a story of really honoring yourself and being able to see the beauty within yourself, and your heart will open and you will be healed. It's just
Yeah.
recognition of what's inside of you. You possess it. You're not lacking anything. It's already
Yep.
there.
Yep. Oh, that's
Good news right
lovely.
there, right?
Yeah,
So
I like that.
Thank you.
the first card that comes out for me is the Six of Cups. All about the past, right? Childhood memories, past lives, past influences, how you grew up, who guided you, right? But not everything of that is good. So you have the Five of Wands, this Five of Spring, all that bad, negative middle energy that you've been accustomed to, the opposing sides that may have influenced you from the past. When you release it all, forgive and forget, and love comes in with the
Yeah.
Page of Cups. The gentle, sensitive, kind, the new love, the new inspiration, the self-love comes in.
Self
So
love.
that, we don't know
Yep.
what we all have experienced in our past. It could
Hmm.
be, traumatic. It could be arguments, anything, lost love, everything. But when we forgive,
Yep.
forget, and move forward,
Hmm.
gifts of love come into self.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
my free card.
Very nice. I loved everyone's message. They were all beautiful and powerful.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Very nice.
very much so.
Yeah.
Beautiful messages. That's love it.
Yeah. Let's take it to heart and transcend.
That's it.
Yep.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay. A little bit later on. Yay, Karen. If we have time, if we don't go too long, there's a few questions I wrote down about things to delve into, things to think about.
Okay.
And then if we have time, we'll do some political or any other spiritual questions that pop up.
Mhm.
So I was thinking to myself, today just something popped in. And it's about all these ancient civilizations. So we have all the stories about Lemuria and Atlantis and Mesopotamia and even Egypt. Well, the pharaohs and that traditions, the Mayans, the Incans, Aborigines, anything like that, right? They've all disappeared. Those civilizations, those traditions have all disappeared.
Mm.
And they've been buried, a lot of them. And they've been finding them over these years. So the question is, why?
Why?
Were those civilizations the start of an experiment to where we are now? It's like Lemuria was like built on equality. No one's above others.
Mhm.
Everyone's the same. No one's going to be a psychic master. No one's going to be a god. Let's live. But I think like over time, ego started dripping in. More people wanted power.
Yep.
They wanted more, so that's why I think that ended. In essence,
Yeah.
the obvious stories of Atlantis, power went to their heads, and they all wanted to be gods, and that couldn't happen. So then we had all these other civilizations that popped up, probably started by ETs and whatnot. And then the old story of the Great Flood wipes out all these civilizations.
Yep.
So is it power? Is it you're not supposed to worship one God? Are we supposed to love each other only and get into a different space? Is this what ascension's all about? To change the attitudes of everyone so we are more equal and we are more loving? Are we still in that battle stage of, and then there's more to it later, kind of like, are we going to be experimented out too? Right? With another flood or a disaster in our universe or a meteorite that killed the dinosaurs kind of thing. So we either can just talk about it or we can talk some cards first to see what we get.
I think we should toss some. This is a big subject.
So basically, let's see what the cards have to say. It was all these other civilizations that are now wiped out and gone. Was it just a grand experiment
Right,
in the evolution of our humans?
right. And
That this experiment failed.
Farmer's Tarot.
Nice, I like that card. This experiment failed. Well, we got to start over.
Right.
Oh.
So the question would be,
Were all these other civilizations an experiment to get where we are now?
okay.
I think the other civilizations, each one has been a lesson for the one coming up. It's a matter of, are you paying attention to the lesson? Are you getting what the lesson is? Or are you hear the message, but you're trying to flip it in such a way so that it validates your own point of view, right? So we all know that, yeah, we should be caring, and we should all be equal. And yet, is that really how we treat people? So I think that they've been a lesson for everyone. And I think for me, the big, huge lesson in all this is Mother Earth. She has survived all this.
Mhm.
Every time that human beings or beings on Earth have done anything that has been harmful to themselves, harmful to Mother Earth, she survives. She will survive. We are the ones that go the way of the dinosaur. So pay attention to the lesson.
Well, the next 20 years or so, we're going to see a lot of landmass be gone.
Mhm.
We have Antarctica and the North Pole glaciers are coming off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off,
They were
melting.
talking about. They're saying the one up by Greenland went in. It's going to raise it a foot.
Yep.
When Antarctica could raise it another 2 feet after that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's done deal. They're
And
coming.
there's some chunk that's so big, it's out in the ocean. I don't know if it's by Antarctica, but they said that if it breaks off and then travels and begins melting, it will raise things up by some astronomical amount. By, I don't want to misquote it. If
Yeah.
all I can think of is 17 feet, some really high footage, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unreal.
unreal. So
It's because the Earth is warming and the
Yeah.
underneath is melting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna eventually be like,
Yeah.
and off she comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it to ourselves.
Yeah. And I did the cards, and they are kind of saying what Marina was saying, that, you know, there are things that we weren't working on, or things that we weren't doing at the time that we should have been paying attention to. And, you know, we were just daydreaming and going along, and we were fighting, and it was all about military stuff. And, well, you can, for whatever era, you can translate that. Then you get the Wheel of Fortune and some kind of judgment happening. And I think at the end, they either left like the Anunnaki, or I think some of them may have actually gone. Um, I don't, because you know how you don't have that finite line that says, "Oh, that's where all the Egyptians from the pyramids went." Or there's nothing to show. So it's almost like
Right.
they left, um, and it was an experiment, and it wasn't beneficial for them anymore. They didn't pay attention to all the things that they should have paid attention to all
Yeah.
along the way. And those cyclic earth changes happen, and wipes things out and cleans things up. And we better pay attention. We better.
Right.
If this is a map for what we have to do,
Yeah.
Well, that's going to help it's going to
Yeah.
help a lot. Enough people get enlightened and we vote Democrats in November,
yes,
we can move forward.
yay,
If not,
yeah,
we're going to stay in the same path.
yeah. It sure looks like that.
Exactly.
We don't.
And a few thousand years from now, someone else is going to be saying, whatever happened to the humans that were, they did this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
6,000 years from now, whatever
That's
happened
right.
to the
Yeah.
Ukraine
Remember the
thing?
YouTube people?
Yeah, the YouTube people. Well, by then it'll just be a little watch that projects a screen, and we just can sit there and
Yep.
Exactly.
something.
Very.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now here's the question that sort of along the same train of thought is, because so many of us have had uh, past lives on Earth and other planets, other galaxies, and so on.
Yep.
We we know that there's a lot of things that are possible that we may not understand. And looking at sort of the past of the Earth, I'm wondering, since we know that we have lived here before, none of us has ever been able to remember how did the Egyptians build the pyramids? How did the Mayans do what they did? I mean, we can see the product of what they have done, and it's absolutely amazing.
By these people.
No, it was
Anunnaki.
done by those people.
It's the Anunnaki.
And yet we just can't remember. When I think of my past lives, and it's like, are we not supposed to know that information? How come none of us has been able to remember?
I think
We're not supposed to remember. It's our intuition that remembers.
it's really true, and it may be that our extraterrestrial lives and the energy here with that's some part of our brain, our reptilian brain, that they don't let us have it filter through. Um,
Mhm.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's something that kind of has been the last month or so. It's really been in the back of my thoughts. Like, why,
Why don't we know
you
that?
know, those the big, huge rock uh, bridges and things that they have down in South America. That when you get up to the rocks, even though they're, they may be jagged, but they're joined together, that you can't put a piece of paper between them. How did they move those rocks?
I
It was,
know.
it was energy, I'm sure, but
Thought and vibrations.
hmm
Hmm.
yeah, that's kind of my sense. But yeah, it would be nice
It's
to
the same thing of people that can use enough of their brain that can bend a spoon
Right.
mm,
or can move an object.
Yeah.
It's the
I
same
agree.
thing. We use what, 10% of our brain?
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials can use 90% of their brain. Right?
Exactly. Right.
So I didn't do my read on what that was with my cards. So I'll finish that quick. So here we got
oh, sorry.
the first card. That's fine. The first card here is the King of Wands.
Uh,
Here's your creator,
mhm.
the creator of the civilizations, the creator of humans, creator of life. And then we have um, how to move forward. It's kind
Mhm.
of dark on the dark side,
Mhm.
but it's also about law and order and how you this whole grand plan is. And then we have community. This is my community card.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the creator had a plan, an educated and passionate plan for community. And then we have the the God source.
Yeah, I got that same card.
So here we got the God source.
Yep.
Here we have angels,
Yep.
and here we have another plan.
I actually got that same card.
So this is all a preparing plan. So you have the creator putting people here,
Mhm.
and then we have our angels and guides and a plan that way. So in the end, though, I have things will change and things will be better, and I think the experiment is over
Mhm.
because my ending card is the Wheel of Fortune.
Mhm.
So when we're talking about past, the
That card too.
experiment, the past, the experiment, all this, the civilizations of
Right.
disaster,
Yep.
it's all going to turn around in a different way.
Yep.
The other two cards I have, it's a secret. It's
Uh,
obviously secret, but we need aspects of the moon.
yeah.
And here's my Mother Earth card, I mean, the goodness card, not Mother Earth, the
Right.
Mother, the
Yep.
Queen Mother, the Virgin Mary, however you want to say it.
Yep.
But this is the Mother, so I guess it would represent Earth more so.
Mhm.
But usually my Queen of Coins is Earth, but it's all that's good. It's the mom.
Pictures. You get
Yeah.
the vibe.
So there is secret to it, but according to my throw, the grand experiment is over.
Mhm. That's why we got to sink or swim, kiddos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cool Crones, thanks for joining in. Hi, Ian.
Good. Good. Glad you're enjoying it.
Okay, was it? All right. I starred one question that came in. Of course. Oh, is it possible not to have? Yes.
Is it? I don't know.
Sure.
It depends how old your soul is.
Okay.
You may be an earthbound person and given that option. So all these old souls, the Lemurians, all the, Atlanteans,
Mhm.
because my senses say that if you're an Atlantean, you're an intuitive psychic. I believe all the psychics out there or intuitives are Atlanteans. That's my sense. So, if you're a young soul, because, back in the day, let's say after the flood, and you have these people, what? There was 100,000 people starting out. Now we have, what, 7 billion or whatever it is?
Yeah, a lot.
There's obviously had to be more souls coming into Earth up to that point, right?
Mhm.
So you have old souls, and then you have these ones filtering in later. So, see what the cards have to say, but if you're, if you haven't been around the block, if you haven't experienced, all these extra souls had to be created somewhere, from somewhere.
Hmm.
So let's see what this card has to say. I could be wrong. Maybe everyone had to have another planet or extraterrestrial life, but I don't think so.
Well, it begs the question, are all souls already existing now?
Mm.
Not made. They're already here in existence and have been for eons of time. And they're these finite a number of souls, or do souls still birth into existence? I mean, of anywhere. Is there such a thing?
Okay, that's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's deep.
Mhm.
it's a weird toss.
Oh.
I'm getting yes and no, my toss. Because if you consider another planet being part of the heavens realm, then yes. Because I'm getting a lot of angelic cards.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
got the creator card.
You're right. And I have the DNA ancestry, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So we're talking about love, and we're talking about angels. Knight of Cups is one of my high angel cards too. 9, 10 of coins is my DNA ancestry. It can also represent, creation, where you could have been a plant or something else on another planet. And then we have truth and clarity and the chariot. So there's obviously movement with the soul to this planet. And then we have earthbound feeling with the Knight of Coins. So I pulled 6. So it might have to be tossed a different way to ask.
Mm-hmm.
But my sense is like not all souls have had other planet existence as a human entity or extraterrestrial entity. They may have been a bug, they may have been a tree, they may have been a rock somewhere else. Because it had to come from somewhere. It had to be created from something.
Mm.
Created from the heavens or whatever, right? So your second part of your question, what I'm going to think about is, are we maxed out?
Uh,
Are we maxed out on humans?
it isn't that we're maxed out, it's that when the God Force had the brilliant light thought of whatever this God Force in the universe was going to give birth to, that it all happened at once. Boom. And there we were. And what have we been doing all this time, kind of thing? And that's where it's
Procreating.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
Well,
Which is my idea of what.
I think we've talked about that before, but back in the day, people had a lot more kids. Now, people don't have as many kids.
So you're saying bodies to inhabit when we incarnate. You're saying there are X amount of souls and they need the vehicles to come down and incarnate into,
Correct.
which may be why we have
Well,
so
they could be an
much.
animal. They could be a crystal for a while, you know, anything with energy. But the way things are going, you kind of see with like I said, you know, back in the day, people had, you know, my great grandfather had 8 kids. You know, my dad
Yeah.
had 5. I had 2. My kids planning on 2. That's it. You know, can't really afford them either. So
Yeah.
are we naturally going on the trend of the planet's full? I mean, there's poverty and starvation all over the world.
But isn't
Are
that a
we at too,
tool?
are we at too many people?
Mhm.
I'm not sure that we have too many people. I think it's how um, it's
I think,
the future that those people have,
Mhm.
right? If
Mhm.
we all have free will and we have all decided that we're going to be here on Earth at this time, and each one of us has a mission,
Right.
and you know sometimes the mission can be huge. Other times the mission is very, very small, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes the lesson is for me. Sometimes I am the lesson for someone else.
Mhm.
Right? So did we? And I decided to use the Lenormand for this. I read them intuitively as well. But here's the mountain, right? And
Mhm.
you can see people here on the bottom, and they're taking the path to the mountain. They know that going on this path, we can see the obstacle ahead of us, but we're going anyway,
Mhm.
right? Because by the time that we get there, we might be able to find a way around or whatnot. We're willing to deal with the obstacles. Um, this is the orchids. Something that has been around for a very, very, very long time and is going to continue to be around for a very long time. So with these two, um, the sense is that there is not a finite number um, of souls that are on Earth, right?
Mhm.
The number changes continually because as people leave Earth, um, they're going to other galaxies, they're going to other planets, they're taking form in different shapes and whatnot. So you know the clock doesn't stop anywhere, right? It just continues to go. And
Mhm.
even though yes, there's a whole lot of people um, that are on the earth right now, it's I think it's going to continue. I think it's going to continue, and there's going to be more. Um, and the sense is almost that if we have a lot of people here, you don't know which energy is going to be the one that can help solve what's happening.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like the energies coming in.
Mhm.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
think I got off track there for a bit.
No, I mean, you know, as far as people incarnating and filling bodies and whatnot, I'm shown the sun and then rest and rejuvenation. So this says to me that there's a
Mhm.
lot of souls that are, you know, hanging out. They haven't incarnated and they're
Yep.
just resting while a certain number of us are here doing our light worker thing with all this stuff going
Yep.
on. It's supposed to be a fun time, you know. We all wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
From what I hear, Earth apparently is the big ticket. Everyone wants to be here.
Oh, it's the big
Yeah.
show.
No, I think we're forced here.
Oh no.
No,
So
no.
You pass away another life. I'm like, I'm done with this. And the big guy says,
the big,
you haven't learned your lesson yet.
the
Yeah.
big guy.
Go
We're,
back down.
Yeah.
Go back down with love.
we're supposed to be our own big guys, telling ourselves what we need to do. But
Oh, sure. You can tell yourself, I want to do this. I want to do that. But what about this person you hurt? But what about this person you made angry? What about this person you did
you're
this
the
to?
one who judges you, though. I mean, the judgment is within you.
There's a plan for you to marry that person and have children. You know, you get overruled.
See, I think you made your own plan, and if you didn't follow your own plan, that was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it's
Free
not
choice.
a free. It's just this plan you made because you thought it'd be fun to come down here and learn X, Y, and Z or hone your skills on X, Y, and Z. But I think you'd be really disappointed if you were a light worker and you didn't come down and do any of that. That would be a kind of
Oh,
wasted
yeah.
thing.
Well, I think spirit pushes us, though.
Yeah, we
You're
get.
meant to do it. You will get pushed to do
Here
it.
I am on YouTube.
Oh.
What? What?
Hello.
On YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. I'm showing my face.
Because you know what? I'm an introvert. What am I doing on YouTube?
Breaking the mold.
I am breaking the mold.
Yeah, exactly. Take a chance, and sometimes the message comes in and it's a whisper. Sometimes it's kind of a tap on the shoulder, and sometimes it's a smack upside the head with a 2x4. It's like
True. So if
got
you
it.
don't listen well, you get the 2x4.
Exactly.
Get your
Yeah.
I
attention.
believe you're correct there, Aries.
Right. No new souls are coming in.
I think
It's
that
like,
that's
a
the
soul
idea.
can even graduate too and not come back
The
and
kids
just be an angel or a guide.
the kids that are coming in now are like masters. They
Yeah.
they have so many gifts and so many. They're like little adults coming in, and
Yep.
you just are
Yep.
astounded. They're geniuses. They're musical
Yep.
geniuses. They're mathematical geniuses. They are these old soul beings that know who they were
Yep.
in other lifetimes. They know what
Yep.
they were doing, and they're like blowing my socks off. These kids, it's just crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
Sorry, that's my phone going off, and I turned it down a little bit, but I
It's fun.
have a friend who's in hospital, so I'm just
Oh,
need if I get the right sound, then I know it's her. But
yes,
okay,
right.
sorry
Oh,
about that. Yeah.
So we just went through another 1918 pandemic. We lost a lot of people,
right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what my cards are telling me is that it's a balancing time.
Mhm.
We have a tower moment because we just had a pandemic. A lot of lives are gone.
Mhm.
And the justice judgment card is all about balancing things. And then I have creation is starting again. The Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, the
Mhm.
creator.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be better with a few less people, is what my cards are saying. And then I get some of the same cards from the last throw. The big guy, the creator. I already got the creator too, and then the Queen of Cups again.
Right.
Mhm.
So it feels like we might have a little bit too many people to sustain a Lemurian type world,
Mhm.
according to my throw. Because
Do
these
you
are
think?
the two main that came out. We need balance, but it's the same thing as when you go through problems,
So
right?
do
Yeah.
It's always a tower moment. It's,
you think?
like, oh, I'm getting divorced, or I got to file bankruptcy, or I lose my job. It's always a tower moment that makes changes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do
The
you
same
think?
thing. It's the same thing with the Supreme Court's decision, right?
Do you think the
Now
Earth
we have November.
happened because of that, though? I mean, to remove some people from the planet. We had the plague,
Hmm.
and so the flooding will come. The shifting of the Earth. You know, and then you have less people on the planet. I mean, that would be in line with what you're saying.
There's been, you know, all the hurricanes, the flooding. People are passing. You got the
Yeah.
war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Unfortunate
Yeah.
Ukrainians are passing, and Russians.
Yeah.
You know, it just, according to my throw, it just feels like there's an adjustment going on.
Adjustment. I like that word.
Yeah.
That is a good word.
I
Adjustment.
mean, it
It is.
when we bring, there's another thing too. When you have a mass exodus of souls,
Mhm.
it raises the vibration of heaven's realm or the
Yeah.
spirit realm, rather than one here, one there. When you have a mass, because the soul is pure love, right? It's unconditional love.
Yeah.
They might have some learning to do, but it still raises the vibrations. And then Earth, you know, you have the people, loved ones that are sad for a while, but they're sad because they love, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It's unfortunate, but it is happening.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Um,
Oh, okay.
This whole thing about Mississippi, though, with the water thing, that
oh,
just
that's horrible.
is this going to be an archetype for all of our different cities who are having water trouble? I mean, that just scared. I'm not trying to be fearful, but
Oh, that's horrible.
that's like highlighted in my mind that is this going to be an archetype for a lot of different cities in the next 5 years?
The thing is, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Mississippi got the federal funds to start moving on this problem, but they never used it.
Exactly. They can
Yeah.
draw,
Exactly.
but the guidelines say that they have to match the funds they take. So they have to show that they have some funds already garnered, and then they can go for the same amount from the grant to do it.
Yeah.
I looked into it because it really bothers me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, well, Joan, I would read on this, but since you mentioned Marie, I'm not going to touch it because it may contradict her. It could be aligned, but if you would ask the question, I'm like, sure. But since you mentioned Marie, I'm not going to read that just in case it's different. But I do have one more question, and then we can either end it or whatever. But it talks about disaster. Um,
All right.
like with a meteorite hitting the Earth, or an asteroid, or a great flood, or uh, volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Major disasters.
Right.
Is the Earth going to balance itself good enough, or be protected, or will we be able to, if a asteroid comes, will we have a Armageddon crew go up there and be able to take it out?
Mm.
Remember that movie,
Mm.
Armageddon?
I do. I do remember it.
Yeah. The weather changes now is currently hurting a
So
lot of things.
you're asking if it will be enough to put us into balance if we
Is
have
there enough balance in the universe for us
is there enough balance for us?
that there will be no more major disasters?
Right.
Like I said, mentioned, all these civilizations are gone now.
Right. Very
All we
true.
have is memory. Yes, Bruce Willis, Heather. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. What's the future hold for any disasters, whether it's beyond us or not? We might reincarnate. What's going to happen again? What's the energy say about future?
Mm. we're heading into a bit of an emotional time where we are being asked to reevaluate what is important. It's coming in fast. I've got the Eight of Wands with the Ten of Cups. So the we're being asked um, to review our priorities. Okay, we can have the happy families and whatnot. Um, is there something coming until we get to that point where we come to terms with what our priorities are? These things are going to be coming at us pretty fast and furious. Um, I think there's going to be people leaving, and um, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm not exactly enjoying this. So you know what? I have free choice. I choose not to. How's that? Yeah,
I like it. Mine's kind of not the end
yeah,
of the story either, um, because I got power, and look at that face shifting.
mm,
You know, you're seeing the true person right now, and people are throat chakra. People are speaking out about
yeah,
things, and uh, fertility to me right now. That's Mother Earth and what's going on with Mother Earth, and material and spiritual prosperity. That's really, um,
yeah,
you know, we're struggling with, trying to have our spiritual union with ourselves, really. And then we're playing a waiting game. And this was my last card, showing that we are not quite where we can see the end of what is going to happen. We still have choices we can make that can lessen things, I think. So the story
yeah.
isn't written yet, exactly how this will play out. Um, that's what I get.
Huh.
That.
Oh,
Well,
my God, and we're going to hell.
it's so weird my cards to keep popping this up. There's a lot of talk about the creator tonight.
The creator today, that card shows
Our,
it
our
well.
creator source.
Yes, creator
Uh
source.
huh.
So there is some. Then I had the moon and the wheel of fortune again.
Yeah.
So
It's,
things are changing positively.
mhm,
But what I get with this,
yeah,
don't mess with our moon.
yeah,
I think NASA ought to be smart. I
yes,
hope they're not messing with our moon.
yeah, you're right
That
about
can
that,
cause problems.
because some bad things can
Yeah,
happen.
But
yeah,
there may be some issues coming up.
Yeah,
Again, there may be another pandemic or something.
yeah,
I have something charging in here with negative energy.
yeah,
We will take care of it with
hmm,
the Queen of Wands, but there is going to be a lot of loss.
yep,
And I have health here. This my
yep, I see
health,
that.
sickness. So there's another pandemic of some sorts coming in the future.
Doubt it. I would not doubt that at all. It
It's not.
in the written in the playbook. You can see it coming.
It's.
And
I'm not seeing it as a disaster of global.
just
You know,
another thing.
like a meteorite or a major flood, that kind of thing.
Right, 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 right.
Um. So my last cards are Six of Cups, Seven, Eight of Cups, and Eight of Swords.
Yeah.
So it's like a lockdown,
Oh yeah.
hmm,
right?
Oh yeah.
Things coming back around again from what the past.
Right.
So if the 1918 happened 100 years later, it might happen 100 years again.
Yeah.
It may not be
Yeah.
something we see,
Yeah.
but we've learned from it. There's going to be new technologies, new vaccines, whatever. But I, I wonder if it would be it may actually. I wonder if it would actually be extraterrestrial in nature.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes. Oh gosh, I didn't even think that before. Yep.
My other stars, I do have extraterrestrials in that.
Either they are going to help us or they're going to,
If they're integrated a little bit,
you know,
let's say they come from other worlds and we start integrating a little bit in 100 years or whatever, they might bring something in. You
yeah,
never know.
yeah,
Unknown.
yeah.
But I'm not really sensing it in our
Yeah.
lifetime
Mhm, mhm.
because all the other ones were relatively
No,
mild.
I think
Makes sense.
Is that all I had, Marina? I thought you were going to
uh,
expand on something.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that if I think that um, the extraterrestrial, the ETs, I think that they are sort of part of our protection system, right? Because
Exactly.
let's face it, if they had wanted to destroy us, they didn't have to wait until 2022, right? They could have
Correct.
done that 50,000 years ago and said, yeah, no intelligent life here, boom, and
Yeah, yeah,
gone, right?
exactly.
So I think that they are a layer of protection
Hmm.
from a lot of things,
Hmm.
but I don't see them stepping in. It's kind of like, when your child first learns how to walk
Hmm.
and you're around them like this and you're guiding them, you're ready to catch
Hmm.
them,
Yeah,
and watch that they don't hurt themselves, but that doesn't mean you stop them from trying to walk. So they're going to fall. You're just there to kind of soften, and that's kind of the way that I see them. That they're,
Yeah.
um,
Same
yeah,
thing of riding a
they're
bike.
they're a layer of
Yeah.
yep.
Here's a little technology. Go for it, but we're going to watch what you do.
mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Why did our
yeah,
military have to get
absolutely.
control of so many things, like devices and whatnot, from back engineered things? I mean,
All right.
if we didn't have all that, we'd already know in the mainstream public about ETs and whatnot. But it
Well,
had to be
if we
dark.
didn't have such divisive people, you
Mhm.
wouldn't need
Yeah,
missiles and bombs and everything to protect yourself. Holy wars and all this.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't believe you because now I'm going to fight you because you're in my territory,
yeah, yeah, that's true.
or
Yeah,
or what Russia's doing.
yeah,
Well,
Until we get
Ukraine
to the
used to be
point
part of
that we are
Russia, so we're
willing
going
to
to
sit
invade.
down and
You
listen,
know,
mhm,
until we get to the point where we can sit down and listen to someone else's point of view without trying to convince them that we are right and they're wrong, our way is better than the other way. Um, yeah, they're not about to come and communicate with us and help us, because there's so many governments out there that the first instinct when discovering something like that is bring it in, question it, kill it so we could see what makes it work, and hope that another one comes by later.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, they're just sitting back. Yeah, you're not smart enough yet. You're
Mhm.
making progress. We'll let you know when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
because
what
we
I'm
can't.
doing.
When you think of all the truthers out there, all the different deniers of whatnot. Yeah, no extra. No ET is going to come into that and go, listen, I got something to say. So,
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know, Aries. Some of those unevolved souls are ready to storm Area 51 there a year or two ago. didn't happen, didn't happen, but
Yeah.
they were
because
planning on it.
it was just somebody's joke, and people actually clamped onto it like it was going to be a real thing. Um, yeah.
Well,
They'll
well,
move at you if you show up at that gate.
50 million people clammed
Uh
down to
huh.
QAnon conspiracy theories.
You
We
know,
still
I
have at
just
least,
heard some,
we probably have at least 5 million people that still believe the election wasn't true.
I know. I mean, by
oh,
this time, hello.
Hello, it's been 2 years. You know,
It's like,
there was
I don't think Trump's coming
I
back.
heard this morning. Yeah, I heard this morning someone say that just as a joke, someone posted on QAnon that the conspiracy is birds can't fly. Birds can't fly. They don't know how to fly. It's a big, no, birds can't fly. Apparently, it kind of blew up because yeah, people were talking about, yeah, it's true. It's true. I heard it too. Birds can't fly. And
I'm
I'm thinking,
telling you,
go
you can
outside.
make a conspiracy theory out of anything. That just proves it, right?
Anything. No.
Uh,
And there will be a number of people who will believe you and they will fight to the death. Birds can't fly. And yes, Lisa, the earth is flat. Flat.
Wait a minute. I heard about that birds can't fly. That was actually a joke, and they were making
they turn
getting
it joke,
donations out of it.
but that's what they do. They turn a joke into, like
Well,
Marjorie
some
Taylor.
people
Yeah.
probably believe it, but these college kids actually did it as a joke, but they were raising funds off of it. The people that
Yeah.
actually got it. But I'm sure a lot of people didn't believed it. Oh yeah, birds are supposed to be
Uh-huh.
drones. Birds are actually drones, yeah.
Mhm.
um,
It's amazing. And imagine a number of years ago, people made fun of people like us who could read cards because we were wacky.
I know it's true. It's true. Just think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, I've never seen an extraterrestrial, but I've seen him in my mind.
Yeah, me too.
Um, uh,
Here.
but there's just way too many experiencers that shared their story for it not to be true.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. But what about all the missiles that get shut down? The missile
Missiles
site.
shut down. You
There's hardly
see,
more evidence.
you see stuff in the sky.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of
Yeah.
videos. I don't know.
I've seen things in the
Juno
sky.
sent me to a website or a YouTube page. It's like MMB some number. He gets all these videos of odd things, lightning or whatever, or if there's someone has a UFO they catch.
Mm-hmm.
He shared every once in a while he'll share something, but there's like someone sent in a video, this little light thing going here and there. All of a sudden disappears.
Wow.
And then another one was a light gray color, just zipping around, making
Yep.
quick movements.
Yep.
All of a sudden, poof, gone.
Wow.
I mean, that ain't a star. It's not a helicopter.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah. There's a lady, the Ebens, that she can manifest light beings show up. I can't remember. Heather showed or sent me to her page or whatever, or a video. But yeah, she can go out and meditate. You just call them in, all of a sudden light beings will be showing up everywhere.
I know a lot of people I've read recently on YouTube somewhere. They all say they can stand out there and ask them to come, and they will come. And they'll be in the sky, so you can watch them. It isn't that hard to call them and see them. Apparently, they'll show up.
My daughter's friend posted a Snapchat, and I screenshot it, but she was drinking I don't know, she just wanted a picture of herself, she's drinking a mochaccino or whatever, and then in her picture there was a UFO in the background. So she's like enjoying the cappuccino, but then she goes, "Did I just capture a UFO?"
Yes, and here's the thing.
I
When
took
I
a
saw,
screenshot of it, and I looked really close. I'm like, it's a UFO.
you can call them, but you keep your camera out or your cell phone because sometimes they're infrared color. They're colors that we can't see with the human eye, the frequencies. So if you just start taking pictures of the sky once you call them, 9 times out of 10 you're going to see some things on your pictures. So yeah,
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I agree with Aries Girl. How absolutely full of hubris would we have to be to believe that we are the
yeah,
only quote unquote intelligent life in every in the universe?
yeah.
You know,
That's just
Really?
the
that's a
universe,
If
the sky doesn't end. It just
yeah,
goes
yeah,
and goes.
yeah, yeah.
There's
There's
no
no end.
ending. There's no.
There's no
This isn't a dome. It
no.
just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
That is so fascinating. It just keeps
That's why.
going.
That's why I said, is there more than one creator in the universe? Does
I
this
believe.
multiverse have one
I believe
creator?
so.
Does other? Yeah, think about that. That we have our creator of this area, but there are other who's stepped up and they are the creators of other areas, other universes and multiverses. Who are we to say there aren't multiple things like that? I mean, we're just these little ants down here, and we don't even realize how great the massive everything is. You know,
yeah, you just blew my mind with that. Because really, I had not considered that. Now all of a sudden, wait, there's more than one creator. Yeah, okay. Why wouldn't there be more than one if there's this vast
yeah,
space?
right.
Oh man.
This creator's job here is this area. They got enough
Yeah.
to do up here, and then there's other ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh.
Think about it. And then above that level, there's probably other levels. Even these are creator gods.
Okay, now you're starting to sound crazy. So no. Yeah,
But just think, you know,
The
we
creator.
absolutely.
don't know any better. We're these little kids who've heard fairy tales and we don't know. So,
Mhm.
you know, just keep all
Yeah.
this in mind.
Why why couldn't it be? Why couldn't it be?
Yeah, think about it. We were told one thing when we were little, but what's the real truth?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
one thing. When you ask for help, you get it. When you
Yes.
pray, your prayers are answered. And when you need assistance right away with some life-threatening thing, your guardian angels, whether they're ETs or whoever they are, they show
Yep.
up and help you. So
Yep.
the system is working.
Yep.
Have you ever? Have you
Absolutely.
ever seen? Have you ever seen the movie Bruce Almighty?
Yeah,
Morgan
Yep.
Morgan Freeman and
I like that.
Yep.
it
Yeah,
was actually I stayed up too late last night watching that because
that's
it's one of
cute.
my favorites.
That's cute.
It's one of my favorites because he's like, "You think you can handle it? Take
Yeah,
it." Right?
How about her?
you want this job?
Right?
Go ahead.
They have everyone shooting out their prayers, and he said yes to all. And it caused chaos,
Yes, it
Yeah.
caused chaos. Yeah,
and he didn't
exactly.
understand free will. Please love me. And she's like, "Are you weird? Please love me." And
Oh,
it's totally true. I mean, Morgan Freeman has been on other shows, that he
He's
narrated.
played
Very
God in a
good.
lot of different shows.
yeah.
I mean, no, like documentaries and stuff. He's very
Yeah,
good. You
yeah,
know,
Yeah.
he's good. I
Absolutely.
love
but
Morgan Freeman.
it's so true at the end where he finally lets go, and I just want her to be happy.
Yeah,
That stress, that anxiety was released, and then she's like, "I love him.
yeah,
I got to be back." Once you release that stress and anxiety of it all, I just, give it to source.
yeah,
Just stop praying. I gotta have her back. I gotta have her
yeah,
back. When you open up and I want this human to be happy. I set
Yeah,
her free.
yeah,
Then she has a free will and free choice to choose, and the stress
Yeah.
is off and that negative vibrations. And then she comes to the realization, he is my man. I can forgive. I need him. Right.
the biggest way to push
And
away
that's the
is
way it works.
something to you. You gotta just let something be. But yeah, I think it's really a good
Yep.
point making about the way energy works here on the earth plane, and that that, that we're
Totally.
doing anything in life.
You're probably right. You're probably right, Aries girl.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and
that's,
EFL, yeah, Monty Python, The Life of Brian. I
yeah,
can't tell you how many times I have seen that, and I will laugh like it's the first time I'm watching it every time I do. Because yeah, anything
mhm,
Monty Python was brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen Lost in Space. I had to revisit that one.
Hmm.
Lost in space. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it was, Heather. And the movie was set in Buffalo. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
hilarious. He said, everyone wins the lottery. Everyone won $17, and everyone was pissed.
Nice. I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
Yeah. Exactly. And he spread the love, and y'all got $17.
Yeah.
And then there was riots in the streets. Everyone was pissed.
Yeah.
Not so easy being God, is it?
Not so good.
Oh
If you
my
do
God.
for if you love and give for others, that's when your prayers are answered. And you release it and just send it to them and believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's when you beg and beg and beg, please, please, please. I got to get out of this situation.
You're
You ain't getting it.
energy. Yeah, you can't create from a place of lack. You've got to create
Right.
from, I already
That
have
that
everything.
begging,
Yeah,
that begging,
exactly.
that negativity is a place of lack. It's a place of
Yeah,
negativity.
yeah. You got
And
And
like when
sometimes, all prayers are answered, and sometimes the answer is no, or the answer is not right now. And you
that's
have to be willing to accept that.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. You,
Yep.
you, it's best to flow with things as they go along, and then when you're
Yep.
in that flow, and you just are embracing whatever's coming your way. That's, I think, one of the most positive ways to go about life. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Open to whatever comes in. If it's for my highest good, I'm there. I'm
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
If it
I mean, you
if
can
it's
navigate. Yeah, if you get
yeah,
like,
of course.
it's there for you to make your
Yeah.
choice, your decisions. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. And, some things are going to be very pleasant. Some things might be a trigger.
yeah,
And if they're a trigger, it's an opportunity to say, okay, wait,
yeah,
why do I feel that way? Why am I triggered by that?
yes.
What do I have to look at? And when it's, it's an opportunity to learn. And I just think, what, self exploration is right up there. Like, and I
It
think
is.
that's probably the biggest gift you can give yourself is to know thyself.
It really is. It really is. And like you said, any things that trigger you, if you can, that can certainly raise your vibration and help you to release even more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I used to think the captain of the USS was called Captain Slog and not
Not
Kirk.
Captain Kirk until I understand.
Captain Slog.
Captain's log. Sergeant.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. And you win the internet right now.
I think that's cute. Oh gosh. But we all have those things. Like you hear a song and you want to start singing it, and the words,
Yeah.
you make up a bunch of words that don't make any sense. And then somebody
Yep.
else gives you the lyrics, and
No, that's wrong. Yeah, you're not doing it right.
I think I'm flushed. I'm
Mm,
flushed and laughing now.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, one more clip I always like to bring out. Remember that movie, Father of the Bride?
Yeah.
The first one with
Yes.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
So you remember the granny with dementia?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she has her roller coaster speech?
Mm-mm.
You
Was it a
know,
good? I don't
well,
remember.
you remember when Steve Martin was getting so upset about everything and this ain't right, the flowers aren't here, this ain't right, and Granny finally wakes up and basically tells him stop it. And she talks about life's a roller coaster. You have your ups and your downs and ups and downs, and
Was
she goes,
Grandma? Wait, let me just refresh my memory. Um, Grandma was Betty White. Was it
I don't
Betty?
think so.
Who played the grandma?
I can't remember.
Okay, go
But
on.
anyway, she said something like, I like the roller coaster. You know, it's
Yeah.
exciting. It's
Or for
thrilling.
life.
You
It's
learn,
a, you learn. You have your ups and downs, and if it
But
was up all
I
the
mean,
time,
she said it perfect. If you could find that clip, it's
yeah,
hilarious and it's
yeah,
smart. And then it
yeah,
wakes Steve Martin up because he wasn't so anxiety ridden over everything.
true.
But he thought she was crazy, but then someone slapped him and he goes, or his wife did. Yeah. That's the wisest thing I've ever heard. And
I
he's like,
remember that.
is everyone going crazy around here?
The most why is it the only thing I can remember is the wedding planner guy.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the one that stays in my mind. The wedding planner.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Guy.
Couldn't understand a word he said, but you knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, like Ari said there, basically the comment is just enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Enjoy
Don't
the ride.
worry about everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your ups. You're gonna have your downs.
And if we did that, wouldn't
like
our
the
life?
roller coaster.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Parenthood. Thank you,
Don't sweat.
Janet.
Yeah.
Parenthood.
Don't
That's what it was.
Okay.
don't sweat the small stuff.
I knew it had Steve Martin in it.
Yeah, Steve Martin. He's the dad, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had the kid that was always had anxiety and stuff, right? Thank you, Janet.
Oh. Yes, thank you. Oh. Well,
So,
well.
we out of topics for tonight.
Are we
We've
out
been
of time?
pulling an hour and 20.
Oh my gosh, time flies when you're having fun.
Yep.
I know.
Having
We
fun.
pulled our inspiration at first.
Well, we
Yeah.
laughed too hard, and now we can't think of anything. We need to start telling each other. Yeah.
And
We're
yeah,
telling jokes.
Indigo Jaguar. Intuitive
Yeah.
art.
yeah, absolutely. Be happy for what joy other people have instead of saying, "Oh, well, you know, they got a new car. I don't know how they can afford a new car."
Exactly.
That's your problem. They got a new car. Hey, great color.
Be happy for everyone's abundance.
Yep.
And more will flow to you. Be
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
with all of that because more will flow in the universe. The more you keep that open energy.
I just say if someone's got a brand new car, I'm like, they got payments. I don't.
Oh, don't do that. What not to do?
Oh no. That's all good.
Oh no. No, not really. But
It doesn't owe me anything. I have my used car. It's paid for. It doesn't owe me anything. And
okay.
the other ones would lack.
Oh,
because they
okay.
have payments.
Okay, Scott.
This person wanted stuff,
That's
right?
true.
I wanted ego. I wanted the best and beautiful car. Well,
That's true.
they're gonna have that $700 payment in
But
full coverage.
you know what happens to a brand new car the minute you buy it?
You lose
It
10 grand.
boom, off the top. Boom. Out of here.
I mean, if they can afford it and they've earned it, fine. I'm just happier having
Leave
less.
the parking, boy. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
kind of lean toward not buying a new car because I don't like the idea the minute you drive off the lot, you're throwing away 20, at least 10 grand.
You bet.
So, yeah, think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I have only ever had one brand new car. I'm still driving it. It's like 11 years old.
Yep.
Had to wait a long time to be able to get a brand new car. And I was very hesitant because I had so many people say, no, get a car that's about a year old. That way, if there's any bugs in it, they will have worked themselves out by then. And so, knock on wood, I was very fortunate. But that it bothered me that there was, I know what the loan paper said it was worth,
Right.
and then I
blue book
and it's like what? What? Wait, I'm going to go around the block and I'm going to come back and say I need to trade it in.
Right, it's really true. My car is a 2008. That's how old my car is.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Nancy has a Honda Accord in 08. I have an 08 truck and an 05 Caddy.
See?
They owe me nothing.
We have a 2004 Acura MDX that will not die unless you not
knock on crystal.
Not everything.
Oh my gosh.
Open the door in white dress. That's a strange place to keep a door.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Oh God. Ian's funny.
Always taught me to buy new. She said you'll be buying other people. That is true, Lisa Foster. It is true. You have to buy the things you know are good out there, like
Yeah.
your Hondas, your
You're always
Toyota, your brands that you know aren't going to go to heck.
It's actually better to get a car over 100,000 miles too.
Yeah.
Because most parts only last 80,000 to 100,000 miles. So if it's flipped over to there, everything else has been fixed.
Placed it right.
And it's ready to go for another 100,000.
Good thinking.
Hey.
But no.
Yep.
I mean, when you're talking a new car payment and full insurance.
Yeah. That's why, we have this money and we could buy a new car. Payment. We can't do it because we're thinking, the only good thing is we would get a hybrid or an electric car. So,
yeah.
True.
Yeah. But still.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. I love the Twilight Zone.
Warranty.
I grew up on the Twilight Zone.
If you get a car that was a rental, a 2-year or on a lease, you still get a warranty. Get a warranty with that, or you can get an extended warranty to help you out too.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah,
that's true.
You can buy extended warranties.
That's true. And a lot of these, like
rental companies flip them every 2 years,
yeah,
or leases are usually 3 years, and then they get rid of them.
right.
Those are
And
great cars.
if you buy a pre-owned from a dealership, they usually give you that warranty when you buy it because it's certified.
Certified
So,
use,
Yeah.
yeah. You're taking a risk buying from a private, unless you know something about vehicles.
unless you can take it to a mechanic and they can just go over it with a fine-tooth comb, but
Right.
yeah,
But
yeah,
they're not gonna tell you, that the transmission has 20,000 miles left on it. It
yeah,
runs, I don't hear any knocks.
that's
They're
true.
10,000 miles down the road.
You know?
You could blow a gasket and get a whole new motor. You never know.
That's true.
But yeah, it's a
Absolutely.
crapshoot with vehicles. I'm happy that I don't have a payment. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
I mean, we are also thrilled we don't have a payment. I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the other thing about buying something, not buying something new.
Yeah. I run them till they're dead.
Insurance goes up, you have a car payment, you got to worry
Mhm.
about is somebody going to ding my car, shut the, open
Yeah.
their car door into your car.
Yeah. When you got dents and rust already, whatever.
Yeah. And you know
I'm not
what? If
I'm
if
not
the
here
vehicle is
I'm not here to live
reliable and it
free.
gets you from point A to point B, yeah,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter that, you know, my car is as old as it is. It still
Yeah,
works. I get in it, I turn it on and poof, off it, So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
why add to to the pollution? Why add to the
I know.
it'll probably outlive me.
I agree. Well, it's more like we aren't owned by our possessions. We own our possessions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't want your possessions owning you.
No, you don't.
No,
No, you
no.
don't want them to have power over you, right?
Yeah.
Your attention, your energy, everything going toward that. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of my buddies would be like bragging, "Oh, I got this 80-inch screen TV in my living room and this setup with this, that, and everything." And how much that cost you? Oh, $8,000. Really? Good
But
for
I
good
will
for you. Good for
have
you.
a vacation.
That's 3 vacations.
Yeah.
That's vacation. Where are you going?
Well, if I'm going somewhere, I'm doing a week at an all-inclusive.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right. $3,000 for an all-inclusive resort like in Mexico or Punta Cana or wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
February, it cost Nancy and I 6 days. Well, you got all those other fees,
Yeah.
but the basic rate to get there, besides
Yeah.
flight and baggage and all, or maybe baggage and all that, parking and all that, it was 3,200 for 6
30.
days for the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But then
not
you got
bad.
bag fees, and then you got parking at the airport, and
Yeah.
food, what you buy, but
Yeah. Yep. I know about
so
all
I'm just
that.
throwing that realm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been great.
Oh, someone said something about don't forget to sage it first. That's really funny. I was out
Nice hearing it.
yesterday. Uh, yeah, we were out. My son and I were outside of the city, and part of the reason that I wanted to go to this particular spot was to get some sage.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, and of course, there's there's a ceremony that goes with picking the sage, right?
Mhm.
And part of it is um, you bring a gift to Mother Earth, and generally it's tobacco. So you
Yeah.
sprinkle tobacco wherever you're picking, and
Yeah.
so I had to try to buy some loose tobacco,
Hmm.
and I have no idea what I'm looking for. $46.
Oh,
46. I
You
said,
could
no, I don't think so. No.
You can get a small bag of pipe tobacco cheap at a tobacco store.
Oh
What?
man.
Yeah, but at that, I mean, I
You can
wasn't
get
going to go looking.
you can get
So
the cheapest stuff.
yeah,
Wow.
I ended up compromising and saying, okay, what is the cheapest package of cigarettes you got?
Exactly. And
And
pinch it
then it
out.
was like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I was envisioning. Just open up the
yeah,
cigarette.
and that's exactly, yeah, exactly what I did. Oh, there's my dog in the background saying hello to my son. Arr! Yeah, she's
Oh,
glad he's home.
cute, cute,
Yeah.
cute.
Like Marina said before,
Eh,
the live will go where it needs to go, and it ended up being about vehicles.
Yes.
There you go.
But it is about the material world. We are talking about a green earth and
Yeah,
shifting things. And, in a way, it does bring it into reality, what we actually do ourselves.
Yeah.
And yeah.
yeah.
Ian, you're killing me.
Someday, I suppose I like to get an electric, but it'd be nice if it had its own solar panels on it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, like
Yeah, totally.
the roof or the moon roof would be solar panels
Hmm.
that it can charge itself a little bit.
Aren't they making some like that now, or
I don't
they
know.
have some
I haven't
prototypes?
seen, but you think it would be a good idea
Yeah,
Mm.
because
absolutely.
you can't exactly drive straight to Florida on a charge. You know.
You know, I'll tell you, you can't, but they have so many charging stations now, it's not even funny. I looked it up and it's shocking. You can go to tons of gas stations along the way that have the charging stations. So it's doable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or it depends
And
how long it takes to charge too.
they're they have these quick charge ones where you can charge in 20 minutes or something like that. Something really fast.
Really.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Wow.
let me preface that by saying the 20-minute charge is going to get you to like 80%.
That's why
So
they need to start making them. The roof is all solar panel,
Yeah.
protected, of course, from
So yeah.
rocks and whatnot. That would be awesome. You would never need to charge that.
that's true.
Yeah.
You're always charging.
Hmm. True.
Yep.
But they need to
Absolutely.
come up with batteries that don't have to be replaced every 6 or 7 years. So, hopefully they'll
That's
Yeah,
another one.
that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of waste too.
Yeah.
Charging stations everywhere, Western Europe. Huh. Well,
yeah.
I haven't seen any here.
You have to Google, get one of those gas station apps and Google it, and you'll be surprised at how many there are. You don't even realize they're there. And
Mm. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know till I looked it up, and I was surprised. You can
Yeah.
literally go across the United States and hit all charging stations, so
Yeah.
you don't have to be afraid.
But what if I'm at home and I'm not allowed to park in the garage? How would I charge my electric?
Sweet talk, Nancy. Fire
She
some
gets
shot.
she gets the garage and mom gets the garage. I park outside. I could never charge my vehicle.
You're gonna have to talk some sweetness to her. And
Yeah.
can I
I
park
guess
in
I'd
the?
have to have one installed in the grass out by the road, and then I could charge
There you
people to
go.
come charge it.
That's true. There you can put your electricity outside. Here in Nevada, we have outlets
We're
outside. So
we're right across from the school, so when
mm,
parents come and pick up their kids and they gotta wait, they can just be charging their vehicle, and I can get paid for it.
Hey, hey.
Put a 50 cents in there to charge your vehicle.
sense in a business for you.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of like back in the day, um, everyone started putting ATM machines
Yeah,
in and
Yeah.
stuff. And
yeah,
they used to get paid for them back in the day.
yeah.
Now it's all different, but there was that business going on where you put, make a contract or
Yeah.
whatever, put ATM machines in.
Yeah, and then when you use an ATM that doesn't belong to your bank and you get charged unbelievable fees.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But who uses
So-
ATMs anymore? I mean,
Oh,
who uses cash? Cash or ATMs?
who uses cash?
Tracy,
I'll tell you.
Tracy, we worry about Reiki energy and lightning coming through.
Yeah.
Solar panel on electric car. Yeah, I'm telling you. There is
What
that.
I was saying earlier about picking the sage and where we had gone. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours outside the city, and it's kind of in the mountains. And what anyway? Speaking of ATMs, on our way home, we decided we would stop by the lake, and so that the dog could go in and have a little bit of a swim and whatnot. And I was very, very happy that they had a little concession stand. So I thought, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to go in there. I can have a coffee. I can have something cold. But no, the sign said cash only. And I thought,
What?
Where? Like, who carries cash? I don't. Yeah, between the two of us, we didn't have enough change to like buy an ice cream cone. But it's like,
I hardly ever.
Really?
Yeah, that's just like the last thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet I remember the days where, if you wanted to take money out of your account, you had to go to the bank and you had to stand in line.
There you go.
And if it was a Friday, you knew you were going to be in line for quite some time because everybody was getting their weekend money out.
Yeah.
And if you ran out of money, oh well, you had to wait until Monday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those days. I forgot about those days.
Yeah.
ATMs came along. Now ATMs are almost passe. Now you can just take a picture of your check you want to deposit with your phone, and you deposit.
Yep.
Or you have automatic deposit.
Everywhere, all you need is the one card, and everywhere you go, you just tap. There you go. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. Cash
So
only. Were you talking
what do
about
you think
Patel?
is going to happen, though? Are they going to collect all of our money and change it to digital in the U.S.?
Crypto?
No, I don't know if they would do crypto, but I mean, you could call it crypto, but yeah,
Same thing, but
same thing. Electronic money and never use paper money again. And I don't know if that's a way to stop manipulation of the money supply or that makes it worse or,
well, there's got to be some accountability.
Yeah.
You technically don't need. I never have cash. They got the chip in the card now. I just go up there, pay for where I want to go.
That's right.
It's almost there. I don't see crypto going anywhere.
It's almost-
Ian's talking about the guy that helped Trump, Cash Patel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That guy's going to prison.
Oh, he should.
Yeah.
He's in big trouble.
Entertainment purposes only. YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He should.
They will put Lisa out of business. She's cash only.
Oh, really? Oh, gosh.
Well, if you're house sitting, dog sitting, and whatnot, you don't claim cash on taxes.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Well, I mean,
There's still a lot of people that do that cash stuff, I'll do this job for cash and I will report it and save you money.
our gardener does that, but we always pay in a check, but he goes,
Well, you know what?
he cashes the check. He doesn't deposit it. So he gets cash. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And if that's something that you do ahead of time, then yeah, there's no problem. At least you can prepare.
Yeah.
Instead of just assuming I've got my card, this gets me anywhere, except at a concession stand in Porcupine Hills. Anyway.
Just that would throw me for a loop because I don't carry cash around. So
Yeah, I rarely carry
Yeah.
cash. Once in a great while I'll get cash, but it just, I mean, the security in places of most banks now are so good. I mean, if
yeah.
they see anything suspicious, they'll kick back with a call
Yep.
or a text.
Yeah.
One time we were on vacation, we forgot to, Nancy and I went out to Vegas. We
Mhm.
forgot to tell them we were out there. We made one purchase and our cards were locked.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're so
Yeah.
strict. We have Chase, and they will put a hold on you so quick.
I got chased too.
Yeah, Chase is like a pit bull. They won't let you go. I mean, they will not let you buy things.
So,
We
then we call,
we have to tell them we're going to other countries, and we're going to be there, and we're going to use the card. We have to call them, tell them.
but I didn't call them when we went to Punta. So they must have seen I used my card at a gas station, then at the airport, and then another airport, and then in Punta Cana. So they must have figured I was on vacation.
They figured it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my bank will usually send out, if there's something unusual, they'll usually send out an email or a text, and it'll say, hey, just double checking there was a recent transaction at this place for such and such. Was this you?
Right.
And then, you can say yes
Yeah.
or no. And if it was you, if they let it go through. If no, it's not you, then it's, boom, card shut down. And that's that. So,
Speaking
good
of,
thing
That's good.
technology.
You're
yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
You're safe that way. It's not.
Speaking
terrible.
of account low, week or two ago, I was driving out to the family farm. I was my daughter needed some pictures,
Mm.
so I'm cruising the back roads. It's all county roads, whatever. And I seen something in the road, so I just said, "Oh, that's kind of weird in the road." So I pulled over, no one coming around, did a Yui. Oh, here was someone's wallet.
Ooh.
So, and there was all kind of money flying in the ditch and
Oh.
whatnot. So I searched everywhere, found everything I could, and his driver's license are in there. So I took it home to him.
Oh, that was nice. Oh wow.
But anyway,
But
his debit card wasn't there.
Oh wow.
So that makes the funny statement. He goes, "Well, if anyone hacked my debit card, they ain't gonna get much."
Right.
Yeah.
But I told him exactly. He knew exactly where he said he must have forgot it on top of his hood when he was coming back, and it finally fell off.
That can happen.
But they were so happy, like, "Oh, I don't think anyone would have brought it back." I'm like, well, I was coming this way anyway, so. And I've had my wallet stolen, so and it's a pain in the butt to get every single card.
Yep.
My wallet that got stolen, I had a lifetime membership of the VFW, and back then they gave you a gold-plated metal one. Well, now it's a plastic one. I'll never get that gold-plated one back.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were so happy. I think he had I found like $28, but then he didn't have to get a new license and all that stuff and but he knew exactly where I was talking about. He said, "Well, I didn't see your debit card and whatnot or any of our money, but I told him exactly where it was. If you want to go out there and look." Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
Totally.
I know, right? I was like when I got my wallet taken, I'm like, they can have the $30 or $40 I had in my wallet if they would just randomly drop it in my mailbox or something.
Yeah.
It had my driver's license, everything. I don't care.
I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. It's
It's
such a
like,
pain.
oh, it was such a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's time consuming. And the first thing they do when you tell them is, I need to replace my ID. My wallet was stolen. Well, do you have any ID? No, it was in my wallet. So yeah, that's my son had his wallet stolen out of his vehicle a number of years ago, and yeah, the first thing he went to do was to get his driver's license and explained, yeah, the wallet was stolen, and it was, well, do you have any ID?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, but the fellow who took my wallet has my ID. You might want to. So yeah, and it's time consuming. It's a nuisance. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
it is a pain to call
Yeah.
yeah.
every company, anything you might even think about what you had in there.
I just
Yep.
had a flash though. Do you think that they'll ever get to the point where they put a chip in you and the chip does everything under
I
your
don't,
skin?
I don't think so.
They have the
That's sure.
technology.
Oh, I know.
They're already doing it in certain companies.
Really.
It's
Mm.
not a thing of the future. The future is
Yeah.
now.
I don't know. Maybe it's just my thought of having a foreign object in your body.
Who would want that? I mean, because
Yeah.
that's like Big Brother watching you. Everything you do, no matter what you do. Oh, you don't have enough credits to travel on the train today. Oh, you can't get on the airplane because you don't have enough money to pay for your ticket. I mean, think about it. This is your credit card. It's your money. It's your digital
Everything.
everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That is a creepy feeling to me.
It doesn't feel like it's going to be a forever thing. It might be tried. That kind of
Yeah,
feeling. It's
yeah.
like, I don't know.
They're
But I
trying
did
it.
think- you ever seen
Mhm.
like a hologram cell phone or whatever? That
Mm.
feels like a reality where you can have like a watch or something and it
Oh,
projects
yeah.
on your arm and
Pops
you
it.
can dial and talk and see
Yeah.
like right
Wow.
there.
Yeah.
I'm
That's,
seeing that happen or even like right in front of you. Like it just
yeah.
projects up and
Yeah.
I
That
see that
seems
happen.
I see that could happen. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. That would be fun. But then
Yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
have to have clothes on, you'd have to get dressed just to talk on the phone. I mean, there's also a bad thing about that.
No,
That's
you get a
right.
hologram right in front of you. It's like a screen pops up and you just sit there and FaceTime or whatever.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
your
No, that can't happen until my face is on, my hair is
Yeah.
done. You can't call. No, I can't accept this call.
No. I mean,
hologram hologram YouTube.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be funny if you guys were all projected out into my room and
Uh-huh.
Probably could.
Nice.
what if
Nice.
everybody watching also was there like an audience and that they projected there as well? Wouldn't that be wild? That would be really
Yep.
funny. No chips, yeah. Who would want that, right? They'd be able
Yeah.
to watch everything you did.
The
Um,
Matrix.
like, what if your TV in your family room or living room or wherever your TV was the viewer that that you were watched through?
Yeah.
Like you've
I'm
seen it
sure anything's going to be possible.
in the movies, yeah.
Um,
Val, between the alternate universes and the different leaders and now the TV, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Girl, you're going to have me up all night watching.
No, these are just things we
But that's
see in the movies, and when if there's some truth to the fact that if you can dream it up, it can become real and
absolutely.
be brought into reality, right? Even the stuff in Star Trek or whatever, the holodeck,
Star Trek,
the phasers, the
and the flip thing where he would say, "Beam me up, Scotty."
yeah, the
Cell
beaming
phone. cell phone.
Yes, all those things. So
Yeah. And then from the cell phone, we went to, yeah, you're going to be able to see the person that you're talking to. And it was like, oh, no, never happened.
and there you are. Boom.
And there you are.
There they are.
Yeah. So,
So I didn't
Yeah.
make
there-
any of that up.
20
Some
years ago, you never thought that would happen.
Yeah, some author invented, and look at Jules Verne. He said we
yeah.
fly. He said we go under the ocean with stuff. He said we go to the moon. He wrote all these stories about that. When
Yeah.
in the 1800s, when there was no such thing.
Yeah.
So they are.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I look to those authors and I say, okay, what's coming? You know, what have they dreamed up?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be flying cars.
flying cars, there will definitely be hover cars or car. Yes,
Yep.
there will
Yeah.
be cars. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is an absolute fact. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Probably about 2050, we'll have free energy.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yeah.
The oil industry has to kind of go its way under, yeah. And then
Yeah.
we'll be free to have that technology that
Yeah.
that Nikola Tesla was trying to give us. So
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And
Guaranteed.
it's
Fuel to
give
electric.
so,
The future is hydrogen.
mhm.
Hydrogen's
Yeah.
free. It's just you got to figure out how to store it.
yeah, true.
Germany's already making a hydrogen train.
Oh,
They're
cool.
hoping to have
Nice.
it up and running next year or two.
Very good.
It's free to run.
Yay.
Wonderful.
Love
And
it.
it's
I
good for the
applaud all
planet.
those kind of
Yeah.
Or that
technology.
guy, who's that guy? I keep forgetting his name. He's the guy that talks about that he worked in Area 51 as a scientist.
Oh, Bob Lazar?
Yeah, Bob Lazar. He retrofitted 2 of his cars to run on hydrogen.
I heard him talking about that. It was on Coast to Coast Radio or whatever.
Yeah. For 25 years, he's had his vehicles running on hydrogen for 20 years.
And yeah,
Nice.
Yep,
He says he couldn't get the government to patent it.
correct.
So,
Could,
so the technology is there
yeah,
to do it.
absolutely.
He's been doing it for 20 years, he says, and I believe it.
Yeah.
Yep. Why not? Why not? We have yet to find out how many things people have been doing that they have invented that
Down.
aren't.
Right. They keep it on the down low, so we,
Yeah.
will still be paying for the fuel from the
Yeah.
oil industries and whatnot. The fossil fuels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole bunch of things. It's not just that. I mean, there's medical technology that we don't have that they
Yes.
have as well. So
Marie makes it kind of made me think. So everything takes moving parts. You're always going to need some kind of grease, you'd think, or lubrication. Unless it's an extraterrestrial type power.
I don't know. I know we have so many.
To have cars move,
Yeah.
you got to have grease in those wheel bearings.
Unless they re-engineer it.
The motor runs. It's got to have grease and oil in it.
What if they
Oil.
What if the engine is not designed the same way anymore? It's not a combustion engine or a whatever engine they have now, but a different form of cold fusion or some technology that is its own power source. It creates itself, and you don't need anything else.
I'm sure that someone has thought of it and has worked on it and whatnot. the deal is until such time as someone can either figure out a way to monetize it, it's not going to make it out there, right? So I think we're going to have to start paying attention to the fact that not everything should run on the almighty dollar. And just because you can doesn't mean you should, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but what do I know?
Oh, Lord. There's something popped in my skull and then I forgot. Talking about different cars and whatnot. Solar, running out of water. Oh, so Aries girl mentioned about car running out of water. So back in the 80s, our milkman told me the story that he bought a car at an auction or something. He said he was getting 80 miles to a gallon with it. They made him take it back. They found out he had it. It was an experimental carburetor.
Oh, he wasn't.
Interesting.
They needed to give him the dumbed down version, so like the rest of us have.
This was in the 80s. And this guy doesn't lie, right? He was the owner of the company. Honest to God guy. And he said he bought this Park Avenue or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was actually accidentally slipped through the system.
Yeah.
He was getting 80. As long as he kept it at 45 miles per hour, he said, he could get over 80 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Nice.
And he said it's because, and when they took it, they said something about this was an experimental carburetor not supposed to be on the market, and they took his car.
Oh, wow.
They gave him another one. But he can't prove the story.
Yeah.
Right? He only had it a month or two.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you, the
technology's there.
Yeah, heck yeah. I have no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big oil.
Yeah. Telling you. We gotta let money stop being the what drives the world. Money. That's the whole problem with everything.
Yeah.
Greed.
Yeah.
Greed and big money. It's just when people stop valuing that, when they value other people before that, then we'll be in the right place.
If pharmaceutical figured out a cure, if scientists figured out a cure, then pharmaceuticals will be obsolete, right? Obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get there before we die. If you make it 30 more years, you'll see it.
I'll try and make it 30 more years.
Make it 30 more years, you'll be good to go.
Oh, by then, though. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
You want to see things. You want to see some of these things changed, and you want to see it in your lifetime, right? You want to see some of the rewards that you came here to help shift, right?
Blossom, right?
Yeah. Not that we see it afterward, we go to the other dimensions, but it'd be nice to hear. Yeah.
Years ago in the 80s, the oil and gas industry knew. Oh, yeah. They all knew it was damaging the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
The signs were there in the 80s.
It's somebody else's problem. It's like, you know what, we're going to worry about this year, and maybe next year we'll take a look and see what we can do about that. We'll take a look next year. The shareholders don't want to know what's happening. It's like, because when Gaia decides that, okay, she's had enough of this, she's going going to go around and go, oh, no, wait a minute. You're rich and powerful. Can't hurt you. And
I don't
Yeah.
wish
yeah,
I don't wish
affects
horror on Ted. I don't wish horror on Ted Cruz, but it'd be nice for redemption that he would get a flood through his house, and it'd be nice karma. I don't wish it on him, of course, but
yeah.
it'd be nice karma.
Never wish anything bad on anyone.
Because
No.
However, I should be there if
equal
a
and
misfortune
opposite.
happens and I hear about it.
Yeah.
That I can't control. Right?
Should it
I would
occur
be sorry. I would say,
out
oh,
of your hands?
I feel so bad for you. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
How did the dog make out? Was the dog okay? Did that work out?
were your plants okay? Did you have any house plants?
Yeah. Oh my God, your family pictures were all destroyed? Yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
tired. Hi, Jan. Just tired of all the lies, you know?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
distraction and lies. And then in South Carolina, what was it? There was a committee or something, just came out today. They voted 7-3 to ban all abortions, to take it to the committee, take it to the floor.
Oh.
South Carolina Republicans.
Oh,
There may have even been some Democrats, I think. All men joined. They're going to take it to a vote to ban all abortions, no exceptions.
that's insane.
Yeah.
After 6 weeks, kind of based off Texas's, but no exceptions.
Excuse me, but that's human rights abuse, and it's abuse of women.
Yep.
No, not according to these old white men.
You know, when
Well,
men
you know what?
have babies, then they can start.
They're stealing their fate,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
The law won't come to pass because by then they're gonna have Democrats in. They're sealing their fate for their dumbness, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I hope
It
so.
is vital to get out there and vote. And I mean, straight down the
women.
ticket, every single election, you have to. You absolutely have to get out there and do it.
There's no
Right.
other way. Everybody must go out and vote. Do it.
Yeah.
We need the blue wave. I'm getting the chills.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chills.
The blue wave's coming. Everything will be fixed next year. Voting rights will pass. Roe will be law. Everything's coming. I guarantee it. I have no worries about that.
Good. Because you know
Yeah.
what? We don't need any of that. Women still have enough stuff in their way. They don't need any more of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty much.
Exactly. And you know what? If like you said just a little while ago, Val, yeah.
Mhm.
If as a man, if you can't give birth, you have no say in what I do. It's my body. It's my body. You don't
it's a
You
human
don't
rights
believe-
violation. For God's
Yeah.
sake, you don't tell somebody what to do with their own body.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the government or other people.
Yeah.
A personal thing. And
Exactly. And how about, okay, well, here's a solution
Yeah.
to unwanted pregnancy and rape and all that kind of, good stuff. We, well, maybe not rape. Okay, that was too far. But if you take when a boy hits puberty,
Mhm.
all right, he gets sterilized. And he gets sterilized in a way so that when later on, when he decides to have a child, then he could have it reversed.
Mhm.
But from the time you hit puberty, that's it. You're snipped. And imagine
How about snipped. I know this is a bridge too far, but you're snipped and it doesn't work. Till it's a
Yeah,
bridge too far.
maybe, maybe.
Dysfunctional and
Yeah.
I'm
Happened.
sorry, Scott. I don't know. It was just a joke.
It happens.
There, and that's all we're doing. We're just talking, folks. That's all we're doing is just bantering things back and forth. So,
I wouldn't want anything to harm a man, of course, not at all.
I know,
yeah.
it's just crazy. It is
Ban-
crazy. All
Banning the
these,
blue pill for these men.
white
Mhm.
Republican men.
Hmm.
You know what's worse is the white Republican women that are spouting this. That's
Oh,
even worse.
like
Yeah.
what kind of dark ages Stepford wife stuff am I hearing?
Yeah.
Who are
The
these?
worst
Right.
one is that crazy girl from Tennessee.
And also the Supreme Court Judge Amy Coney Barrett. These people are following some kind of cult-like structure where the man is above them, and
Yep.
their whole life surrounds that. And I'm like, they're in some illusionary world. I mean,
Absolutely.
I
The
don't even know.
more and more time that goes by, and the more that I'm listening and I'm seeing what's happening in the U.S., I'm thinking if you haven't ever watched The Handmaid's Tale,
Oh,
watch The Handmaid's Tale because
the
it's
handmaid.
like, yeah, oops, sorry, Kitty, you can't come up here.
Yeah, the Handmaid's Tale is it right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's not get radical. Save the blue pill. It's about. uh, well, all right then.
The blue pill. But the blue pill, doesn't that could cause men heart attacks, and there's a lot of things about that blue pill.
Uh-huh.
So it's not
Possibly.
all it's cracked up to be. There's some bad things associated with it. So,
I don't
you
know.
know, just
I haven't,
because
I haven't researched it, so I don't know.
I've read a lot about it. I have.
Yeah.
I've looked it up. Yeah.
Wow,
And so, but that's what I'm talking about. See, it could solve a lot of problems.
There you go.
These girls, there are things about it that could just be solved like that. That took care of that.
Done. Done.
And
Yeah,
if that
exactly.
problem were taken care of, there would be no conversation about any of this related to, taking Roe v. Wade out of the picture. We wouldn't need Roe v. Wade.
yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe
So
they're
Yeah.
continuing with this.
backwards about all this whole thing.
It's very backwards.
It's
Yeah.
very.
What's even weird, the studies out there, the polling, and it's like these guys are still talking about it. They know they're going to lose,
Yeah, I
and they're still
know.
talking about it. They're
But
trying to hold their turn win it.
the polls
This
aren't.
is mind-boggling that they're still continuing this.
Yeah.
They want to lose, I guess.
Well, the polls are lying to them, telling them they're doing well. So they're going to get bit at when it all comes down to the vote and they find out, they weren't actually ahead or I don't know. I haven't listened to the polls, but I know they aren't accurate.
I know they're not totally accurate. They're within, I would, 5 points. You can
Oh,
pretty much guarantee 5 points
oh,
if in a legit election. New poll out. Raphael Warnock is 20 points ahead of the crazy man in Georgia now.
Oh,
59,
good.
I have
59% to 40.
I have no doubt Raphael Warnock is going to be fine.
Herschel Walker. Oh yeah, I have no
Herschel.
problem.
Walker.
But that is huge. That is a huge swing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Walker just went up like 10 points
Oh
in
yeah.
the last polling. That's a big swing.
Mm.
Wisconsin's Democrat went up 5 points.
Oh, is that
Everything
right?
they're going up. I mean, we were reading on Sunday, I think, about Oklahoma's. That's tightening, and that's Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warnock, I never had a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
you see Herschel Walker speak, it's like, oh my God.
I haven't seen him speak because I just can't.
Yeah.
If he would have any chance of winning, I'd roll over.
Watch Bush speak. But then the orange one came, and I realized I was being too hard on the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
There's
I,
one.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
They're getting that
Yeah.
figured out. They got time left to get people making sure everyone's registered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that GOP has. Gerrymandering and trying to take people off rolls, make it harder to vote.
Well,
It's okay.
that's the problem. That is the
Yeah.
problem with what they've done. Their whole strategy isn't even about guiding the country. Isn't even about policies. It isn't even about. It's been for so long how to undermine everything, how to keep things
Yeah.
unstable. Since the Tea Party days with the Sarah Palin stuff. So now they don't even know how to run a country. They only know how to destabilize and do all their little dirty deeds. So
Exactly.
they need to be reorganized and reformatted, and the whole party. Um,
Yeah. I think the Republican Party is as it was known in the past is no longer. I
yes.
think this is after the next couple years, it's just going to fall apart because they are tied into too many illegal things. They're I mean, do me the courtesy of not looking me in the face and lying to me and expecting me to believe you. Like, I'm one of us here isn't very good at at the morality thing. So yeah, no, I think they're going to go the way of the dinosaur, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it's going to have to be redone. And as much as I really disagree with Liz Cheney's policy on a lot of things, I think that she's going to be one of the leaders going forward in rebuilding the Republican Party.
That's what
And yeah,
I see the same thing. So it's better to have somebody, even if they're super conservative, that they at
yeah,
least honor the Constitution and the
yes,
rule of law.
yeah,
That's 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 like the foundation, right?
yeah. That's a big one. Yeah, follow the law.
Follow the rule of law.
That you have to be told to do that. I don't know. They're not doing anything a lot of this.
The dumbing down of America, and all the
Yeah,
stuff that happened in our school system, and
yeah,
with Cruella DeVos, as Randy Rainbow would say.
yeah,
Cruella
Yeah.
DeVos. and his song about
Yeah.
Betsy DeVos. Yeah, I mean, the Republicans would have all of our children going to school, a school we would have to pay for, and
Yep.
they took all the literature off the table to be able to teach them things.
Yep.
I mean, it's just crazy. They probably have alternate facts for wars that have been fought. Oh,
Oh, guaranteed.
Liz,
Guaranteed.
Liz Cheney is doing this only because she almost died on January 6th. That's the only reason. She had no. She doesn't care about people. She voted against birth control or
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
women's
She
rights.
voted for Trump like 95% of the time.
Oh,
She
yeah.
don't care
Oh,
about
no,
nothing.
I know
She,
that.
was-
Yeah.
she screamed at Jim Jordan, because when it was happening,
Me,
try to
because you,
help me. Don't touch me. You were part of this.
yes,
You know, she's
yeah.
only doing this because she almost got wrapped up in it. She was just pissed. Otherwise, if
Mhm.
nothing happened, she'd be the same person she was before. If January 6th didn't happen, so I give her nothing.
Be true because all the time she never said anything all through his presidency. She didn't rise up. She may have had her conscience bothering her about what was going on and she didn't like it, but she
She had
never
her
said it
trigger.
until you're right. The line was crossed. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that it was the line that the law, the sacred work that they had to do that night or that day was
Yeah.
interrupted for something unlawful and egregious. I mean, something so awful that I have to
Yeah.
give her the benefit of that doubt and say,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't think she voted to impeach the president over extorting Ukraine.
yeah, I'm sure
That,
she
Maybe.
did.
that ain't
She
the
did.
law.
Yeah,
I give her zero credit.
she didn't want to lose her seat,
Yeah.
but then it became a
See,
bridge too
it's
far, and
all
she didn't care if she lost her seat. She knew she probably would. So I give her
Yeah.
credit for that
Yeah.
because
one
That's why I
point.
said she's not
One point.
one of my favorite people, and I
One
know
point
that.
for her whole career.
Yeah, she's probably. Uh, she's not the person that I would want to have in charge.
right.
I will I will give her kudos for doing what she did at the even if it was at the last minute. At least she spoke up. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean that everything that she has done up until now gets
is it
forgiven
right?
or
You
right.
you
No,
know,
no. I remember what you did.
yeah,
I'm still going to hold you responsible for the other things. But
yeah,
in this case, on this thing, you're okay.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Basically,
yeah.
that's
Well, at least Kinzinger voted to impeach him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, right? But that's up to the Merrick Garland if they got all the info.
Hmm.
So it'll happen.
You know, what do you guys think about this deal with Trump uh, finding the judge that could file the motion that he not be that he have the special um,
Master.
master
Master.
to look over the files, and at the same time she puts in there that all the work has to be stopped. All the investigative work that's being done right now must cease while this is going on. And from what I understand, it could literally take months and months and months unless the DOJ files um, a another motion to
Appeal.
against it.
Appeal?
Hmm?
You mean to appeal the judge's decision?
Appeal. Thank you. The appeal
Yeah.
word. My brain
Yeah.
is working. The appeal word, appeal it.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah, I don't know how this. I don't know
the
how
problem
that.
with the appeal, though. Here, Scott, Marina. Here's the problem with the appeal. It would go to other Florida judges who are all Trumpians. So would that even work? Or would these people have a conscience? Because
Mm.
this what the lawyers wrote to get this special master didn't even hold water. It's not even valid. Someone
Yeah.
will stand up and say, this isn't right. This isn't.
Mhm.
Would somebody do it? Would they be able to do it?
She
Yeah.
denied. Denied amicus brief from other prosecutors.
Hmm.
They,
So she's
Yeah.
pretty darn corrupt. Some former GOP prosecutors wrote a brief to her to stop this nonsense, and she denied even looking at it,
oh, she didn't even look up. I knew that what
Yeah.
you were saying was true.
taking
I
it.
just
So this is
oh,
a weird case. I mean, it's so legally weird.
mhm.
I can't really get a read on it. It ain't gonna happen. Basically, I mean, like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. All the investigations continue. She can't stop the archives from. She can't stop the
That's what
archives
I
from
said to
investigation.
myself in my head. I go, oh, they've got to keep going. They're not going to. They're not going to follow a Trumpian.
The only thing that they can't keep
Yeah.
going on is those documents. The January 6th still goes, but the intelligence
Yeah.
community,
The thing about
in,
January 6th didn't have anything to do with this, though, Scott.
correct.
This is only
Yeah.
about
And don't
secret
Yeah,
papers.
don't forget the other thing that is sort of key is they can't until the special master decides what was, let's say, attorney-client privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, things sort of can't move forward. But I don't think that her decision covers things like espionage, things like having top secret documents um, in your home within walking feet of the public and so on. I think there are other things in play that can still go on.
Not the way
That
she
okay? So sorry.
she wrote, not the way that this judge worded it. All work must cease.
No, she has no
Mm.
authority.
Yeah, I think that they'll on appeal. I mean, she didn't really cite anything valid. It was
They
just
don't have
well,
anything in there. What the legal counsel for Trump filed isn't doesn't hold water. That's why
yeah,
there's nothing she can cite or that makes it okay. There's
Yeah,
no legal leg to stand
and
on to do this.
yeah,
That's
and don't
whatever.
forget, it's entirely possible that the DOJ has known that okay, this is probably going to be a route that he was going to take, and maybe this has been orchestrated for Trump and his people to take that route so that
oh,
they are, when, push comes to shove, you are so backed in a corner,
yeah.
you can't afford to change your mind, never mind anything else.
Mm,
So, um, I'm kind of getting that legally the decision doesn't make any sense.
mhm,
It doesn't stand on any firm legal ground.
mhm,
It doesn't have any proper backing.
mhm.
So, it's like, okay, why? It's kind of, it's almost like, you know what, give him enough rope. Give him enough. Give him, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Kind of like
Let him have
that. Yeah, right. It's like
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Is that I don't
Yeah.
know how it's gonna play out because it's so weird in this
It is
legal
weird.
jargon. But I just know DOJ's got it handled. However they're going to play it, it's going to be whatever.
Because if I was going to use my intuition about this, the DOJ has played it very strategically from the very beginning, keeping things quiet, keeping things low key, getting their ducks in a row, just letting the slightest bit of information out from Merrick Garland to the public to let them know things were moving. And then the Donald Trump thing, it almost feels to me like Biden coming out and doing his speech is the precursor for Trump getting indicted. But can Trump get indicted when this stuff just happened with the special? No. So
until this is settled, I don't think he can indict.
I felt that he was getting the public ready for something to happen to Trump. If you look at it that way, something big, which would be him being indicted.
He could be indicted on sedition. That's January 6th committee. The judge's ruling doesn't cover January 6th. It only covers the search warrant at Mar-a-Lago. It doesn't cover anything else. She can't go in and go, oh, anything having to do with Trump, you can't touch it.
Right.
It's only the documents at Mar-a-Lago.
I mean,
I
like the way you're thinking, Marina. I think
there you go. Thank you. Yeah, they can still get them on a lot of things, and they will. If you notice, what has Merrick Garland? He has not said too much. He has just said enough to light a fire under Trump, so that Trump goes, well, we want to see the search warrant. It should be made public, and
oh yeah,
Merrick Garland says, okay, here you go.
They must have known. Yeah, he would run himself into trouble.
He's been playing Trump like a fiddle, and I can't wait until it gets to the middle part, the crescendo.
Oh, you're so right. Oh goodness. Oh, it's a lot more fun when you look at it that way.
That's what I'm hearing anyway.
Well, no one knew anything. No one knew that the DOJ was doing anything till like July.
Yes, correct.
Someone,
what's he doing?
Yeah. They spotted someone coming out of a grand jury.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but they spotted someone coming out of a grand jury.
Yeah.
And then we find out with the raid, of course, in August.
Yeah.
There's no stopping that.
Yeah.
So then they started watching the grand jury box a little more. Oh, this guy went in there. This guy went in there. So, and here they've been moving since last year, or at least January for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marie Hansen wanted to know, was she threatened? Absolutely. And entertainment purposes only. I'm just speaking, I have an opinion. I'm allowed to have one. I'm a human being. But I think it's going to come out that, she was threatened. They found something. They dug up some information on her, and it was like, you're going to do this. And then don't forget too, she's a Trump appointee. So, I'm sure that she didn't get into that position because they thought that she was going to do such a stellar job. They knew that they were going to need her at some point.
Of course. That's what he did with appointing all those people. The Supreme Court justices and all the judges, they were put into place strategically to help him. But
a district judge has no authority over national security. Zero.
No, they don't.
In this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's basically she's basing her thesis judgment on executive privilege documents, which they already said there's only like 3, whatever.
Yeah.
This is a non-issue. It's like it doesn't go full board like a
Gotcha.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
Something happened.
holding things
So
up.
yeah, yes, it was ordered, but they gotta both sides gotta do the whole who's gonna do it by Friday.
Yeah.
But there's some kind of document that DOJ is gonna do, and then it's kind of like it never happens.
Right.
It's like it goes in the process, but then it never happens. That's what I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, he's been setting up his judges in Florida for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Probably for this instance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like another
And you
Tampa.
know what? He's not. Yeah, the DOJ isn't so much charging him with things in Florida. He's got to worry about Georgia. He's got to worry about New York. You know, so he's got a lot of judges in Florida. Well, good for you. Good for you. There are other states that are saying, not on my watch. And particularly after November, I really strongly feel that, yeah, there's a lot of these people are going to be replaced come November because the general public is, I mean, you know, when you just take that one last step over the boundary line and people around you go, yeah, okay, that's it. I'm out. I'm out. I think they've done that, and it's going to be difficult, and they're going to get him whether or not he serves time in jail. I'm not concerned about him serving time in jail. I'm more interested in seeing him in handcuffs
Yeah.
on national television saying, I am guilty. You're right. Everything you have said about me, you are right. And he is absolutely penniless. And then it's okay, Donald, go shoot someone on Fifth Avenue if you want. Go ahead. See how that works out.
Oh my God. I still can't believe he ever said that. That's so
I know.
unconscionable. It's just.
I know. He's like he's like an overgrown toddler.
Yes.
You know, that the kind of kid that goes to a birthday party
Yeah.
and gets upset because there's no gifts for him. So he will steal one from the birthday boy because no, this is mine.
Oh,
like,
yeah. He's like that.
He's a toddler.
It's a toddler. Yep. The French don't give. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. They don't. They're so
very about it. They have a very comfortable society in that area.
Yeah, that doesn't.
No,
any kind of compromise for a few votes to get that woman in there. That's probably why he had it. To try to get that Le Pen to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why he had it. He was Putin's favorite, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, the documents about the nukes just came on Chris Hayes just a bit ago. That 45 had nuclear documents on nuclear stuff.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, I think Ian said it earlier or something. It's who's got nuclear weapons, who's got what, where, all that stuff.
Wow.
So that could impact the allies, not only the U.S. but the allies.
Right.
Right. Canada, Australia, the UK.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah. Oh, Marie Hansen, I heard someone earlier today mention that maybe they should open up Alcatraz to put in Trump and all his cronies that deserve to be in jail. Absolutely.
Oh
I'll
my
pay
God.
for
I'm sure in Alcatraz, and that would be the perfect place for them.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. Yeah. Hey,
and
I'll throw in $5. Come on.
it's gonna flood in 5 years. So
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, could work
Perfect.
out. I could see that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
I mean,
Aaron's girl. He
originally,
wouldn't.
originally thinking DOJ might wait till after the election, but when you find out for sure he's got nuclear technology stuff,
That's some serious. That's
they
deadly.
might they might drop an indictment on him a lot sooner.
I think it could
I think
happen
so.
really soon. Really soon.
You know what? Let's pull some cards
I
on that.
I
Are
really,
they
yeah,
The
go
other
ahead.
day I was sensing there was another timeline.
Oh, is that right? Trump's indictment. Trump's indictment.
will he be indicted before
Area
no,
51 because that's pretty secure there. Area 51.
courts? Okay, will Trump be indicted?
The extraterrestrials would kick him out of there though.
Oh.
We don't want this idiot.
Oh,
I'm liking that.
Why are you laughing?
Sounds good.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Okay.
All I'm getting is a possible October surprise.
Mm-hmm.
There is a timeline there that they will arrest him in October.
Mm-hmm.
All I got.
You're getting October.
Possibility.
Let me just
Patience is not a boom. The other two cards are October feeling, but this is maybe.
Oh,
I didn't get any boomers. Like, yes, it'll happen. So there's a possibility.
I did get yeses.
Okay. I
Aces.
got the Hierophant,
You
your
get
government.
aces, Empress,
What?
Hierophant. If we're going to have an October surprise indictment, that he's arrested before the election.
Yeah.
All I got is a possibility of an October surprise.
I got in my timing card standstill, but then the second card faster than you think.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, if
But
you get the Chariot or Eight of Wands, it could be early. Yeah.
I got, obstacles and challenges, but I got the Ace of Cups. I think it's happening fast. But then it says patience and planning. So but the fulfillment of our wishes is coming.
Good.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, I got the Hierophant, which is your government.
Yeah.
Okay. The Two of Cups, which in this case I'm thinking could be the 2 months.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Right. Next one is the Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. So I think that things are starting to happen for him. After that, I've got Judgment. Okay, and the Queen of Wands. This is your sort of justice absolute. Like, yeah, you want to play my way or the highway? I'm in. So I think that they will do something definitely before November. I think at this point they can't afford to wait. I think they have to go from there.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I want to
They
hear
might have,
that judgment trumpet.
they'll probably have to clear up this canon thing first.
What
The
thing is
judge,
Mm,
that?
the
Oh,
judge ruling,
I didn't
they're
even
probably
know
going to have
that.
to make sure that's cleared up,
Yeah,
make her happy so there's no outstanding courts,
yeah,
and then boom.
yeah.
Then that could happen anytime.
yeah,
I really believe the Biden speech was in preparation, kind of to shun the waters to see what,
yeah.
and
Could
then,
be. Good
mhm,
point.
and then because really
Could
he's
be.
stand for America because
Yep.
all this stuff Lindsey Graham was spewing about if you do anything to Trump, there's going to be riots, there's going to be a civil war. So allegedly for
Yeah.
entertainment purposes only, but
Yeah.
you know, I
Yeah.
mean,
And Biden called their bluff and said, "Really? Okay." Yeah, but Lindsey Graham is another one. You know what? We could be here for hours talking about those guys because
Probably.
it's like how
there's
how
no
low can you go? How low can you go? And just when you think you've reached the bottom, one of them says, "Here, hold my beer."
yeah,
And
exactly,
it's incredible. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
So it will happen. It is coming.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I think you're right, Scott. That has to be dealt with first. Um, and it is
Judge
like
Scott.
a fly flying around that you've got to bat. It's not
Yeah,
any.
it, it's getting worse and worse every new news cycle here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, how can you let this man still walk?
exactly.
Yeah.
And the
Exactly.
evidence is that strong.
Yeah,
And the thing is, they knew it before it's been reported.
correct. You can bet. Listen to me. You can bet the Secret Service knew everything Trump had and what he was doing, and they already knew of his guilt, knew all this stuff. They just hadn't, who I'm sure they hadn't collected anything yet, but it was,
Yeah.
they had their spies out
Uh,
there telling them what was going on. So
that's
yeah,
that's
um,
Cash Patel and John Solomon, his little coffee boys.
yeah,
They're the ones that knew.
yeah.
I don't think the Secret Service is carrying boxes. They got to guard him. And there's
Mm,
video that came out too of movement of boxes, and
mm,
45 was involved.
mm.
They have it on video from Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Boxes
I
being
believe
moved,
boxes
and
just
he
so no,
was involved. They have it on video of him involved of moving boxes.
I believe it. Don't forget the things he stole, and they had to come and get him back, like Lincoln's bust or who knows what else they had to come and get it back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
He thought he could take things, artifacts from the White House and take them to his.
yep. Who
They
does that?
belong.
Who
They
who
belong.
thinks like that?
He's,
Who thinks like
That
that?
guy.
And then not you steal, but then you have the gall to complain that someone went into your house
yeah,
and stole things that belong to you,
right,
right?
exactly.
Because he thinks all the documents he's got, well, they're mine.
He thinks they
No,
own them. But he might actually believe that.
I'm sure there's a part of him that does. He's yeah.
Uh,
She's Seven Springs
Seven
Estate
Springs.
in Upper New. Yeah.
That's just I thought that was just a pasture. Seven Springs. I thought that was just a pasture.
Hmm. You never know.
I thought they owned something up there that was just like a old. I can't remember what you call it.
Hmm.
It's like nothing's there. You never built anything. They just bought it for Trump Seven Springs.
Hmm.
Isn't that the one that
Yeah, it's just land he bought
said
for
it
two
was
point two
like
five
he bought it?
million.
Yeah, and then it's worth 225 million, and then it's worth
Right.
400 million. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and yet he's never spent a day there, apparently.
213 acres. There's a mansion there. But I thought it was just like they were going to build on it, but then they were just using it as some kind of tax deduction or something.
It is what those things. Those are the things New York found that he used as valuations on his bank statements for things or to
Right.
get loans, and they are overvalued, undervalued. Oh, for the taxes, they're undervalued. For the loans, they're overvalued.
Yeah.
Many
Oh,
things like that.
if only that would work for regular people, you know?
Oh, I'm going to overvalue this, and then I'm going to undervalue it as I see fit. Yeah.
I'm
No.
using Trump math. It's a new form of math.
It's a neat
Yeah, Trump
It's
math.
fantastic. I'm going to get my Trump math calculator out and and
Yeah, there you go.
for 1999.99.
There you go.
For my PayPal account.
Oh, it says here. It says here 45. It says here 45 got $21 million in a tax deduction for using it as conserved land and not building on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gotcha.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, he went a long time without having real solid repercussions, except maybe Trump University. But
Yeah,
even that
even that. Yeah.
was a slap on the wrist. That wasn't even,
Yeah.
a real person in the real world would have been put in jail for fraud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a write off. So he's been using it as a write off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Andrea's busy, so I'm not doing anything tomorrow night. Deanne goes, I've been busy. Showtime's there, ain't I tired yet? Yeah. I'm sleeping tomorrow night. I got an appointment after work anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get contacts. See if they'll work. I gotta do the demo. I gotta do the demo first.
Yeah.
The demo.
Good luck. I can't stick things in my eye.
I'm tired of glasses. I want to see better.
Yeah.
I can see close up, but I just can't see far away. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I can't see close up.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not good
I gotta
at
have reading.
distance, but
Yeah. I put my glasses on to drive, and if I'm in a movie theater, I'll put my glasses on.
No, sorry, Aries. Mystery Theater skipped another week. Andrea's busy again.
oh, Andrea.
Oh well, it is what it is. We'll be
Girl.
back when it's time. Oh, hi Keith, how you doing? I missed you. Yeah, yeah. He just used that
I like
Seven
Mystery
Springs.
Theater.
Seven Springs as a deduction. That's all he did with it.
Uh,
As a PI here in Scotland, I always think out of the box, and my gut feeling is 45 and others have committed treason 100%. That's Ian.
yeah.
My path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe that hasn't been settled yet. Scotland was supposed to take away his golf courses there for money laundering and whatnot. I haven't heard anything about that in a while.
It's been a long time, but maybe it's because they're suing him or doing something to him, and maybe they can't talk about it. Let me see what's with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Andrea said she's going on with Renee. Tarot Love Community. She promised her.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Because technically
Yeah,
this was supposed to be my week for Mystery Theater. So she scheduled this before, since we had to skip because she had a dinner with her family last week. So it all got messed up. So next week, I guess.
Yeah, I think she mentioned she was. Yeah, they're doing.
Oh, cool.
They're doing
I hope
a
that
movie review.
I hope that works.
Yeah.
I can't stand anything in my eyes. Oh no. Will the Trump riot? No.
No.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
exactly.
Don't worry about riot. You might have a few clowns. This big rally in Pennsylvania had 2,000 people inside there.
Yeah. It's a lot of talk, a lot of there's a lot of people who are standing back that, we support Mr. Trump and
Yeah,
we're
all
willing and able to do everything for them until it's like, okay, all right, come on, put on the uniform. Then it's going to be, oh wait, yeah, I can't next week. So yeah, it's a lot of talk. No,
I'm not worried about that at all.
no, I'm with you on that one, Scott. No. Yeah.
Thanks, Wendy. She loves her contact. My daughter, Nancy, wears contacts. She likes them. Yeah, I have no problems with anything. I can touch my eyeballs. It doesn't bother me. I just want to see properly again. For 50 years having perfect eyesight, and all of a sudden you can't see anymore. I gotta wear glasses.
Yeah, it happens when you get older, Scott.
I couldn't see a thing here without them.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm glad that I have nearsight.
I mean, I see everything, but everything's blurry.
Oh, wow.
I can't read. I can't read the writing.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't tell a king of wands from a queen of wands.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's hard.
It don't work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a little too vain to wear them all the time, but they're very handy. They're close by. Yeah.
Yeah, when I can't see.
I'm used to the pictures, so I would know them. 7 of coins, Fool.
Yeah.
King of wands, Queen of coins, World. Yeah, I know the pictures so well. The words I don't see.
Maybe you don't need to. It's a good test for you. You can just use your intuition.
This is big enough. I can see that.
Oh, man.
Ugh. Can't read text without bifocals.
Geek Hillbilly has got a great comment.
One of my Trumper neighbors is wondering why his Trump 2024 flag is catching fire.
See, I got the bifocals in my glasses there, someone asked.
Instead burned up so hot. Oh,
Yeah,
um,
you'd think he'd have learned after the second or maybe third one.
aren't combustible, but maybe his neighborhood's combustible.
Uh-huh. It could
Keith, are
also
you
be the
burning them in the
fire of
middle of the night?
God. Yeah, yeah. God is answering somebody's prayers.
That's another way to look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's only a few. There's only a few clowns left that are true believers.
Yeah.
Well, in
You know,
my
the
neighborhood,
grand scheme of the
in
grand
my
scheme of
neighborhood
what?
across the street, I had to look at Trump signs
Oh yeah,
on.
they're coming down. There's only a couple left. It was irritating when it was like all over,
Hmm,
but they're coming down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed
You know,
they.
we're the grand scheme of 160 million voters, let's just say,
Yeah.
and you're talking 50,000 people that are true
Yeah.
diehards.
Right.
It just gets amplified because you see it all the time.
Yeah.
And have no worries.
Yeah.
Well, a third of our supporters got arrested on January 6th, so we're good. The other third are in Congress, and the other third go to his rallies yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we're good. Democracy rules.
Yep. Democracy,
Mhm.
as it should, from day one.
Yeah.
Ugh. But yeah, it was just if things didn't play out the way they did, 45 probably would have been won again.
Probably so.
If COVID didn't hit,
Yes.
he probably would have won.
COVID was
His,
one of the first
his,
cracks in his
his
exterior.
disastrous response to COVID. If it wasn't for that,
Yeah.
we wouldn't
And
have had a
it was
blue,
Jared,
and he would have been there.
Jared Kushner told him, this came out recently. Jared Kushner told him, advised him that it's going to go away. That's why
Yeah,
he
good call.
had the brakes on everything.
Because
Oh,
Jared Kushner is so smart.
oh, of course, he's got a medical degree. Didn't you know? No. He doesn't.
Oh, okay. Reminds me of that Homer Simpson thing, you know. I am so smart. SMRT.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We're here a maser, a microwave laser every time.
It sounds like the thing that's messing with people's brains. The
Oh,
microwave
yeah.
energy machine.
Havana syndrome. That's the
Yeah.
microwave directed
Mm.
weapon at people's
Yeah.
scrambles their brains.
Mm.
Could be. I don't know. Well, Lord knows he had top secret and everything in there. I'm sure he does have nuclear technology. Oh, Keith builds things. Oh, when I first read on it, I did Google about that microwave things. There's prints online how to make one.
Oh my God!
There's instructions online how to make them. You can
Oh my
Google them. Unless I took it off last time I looked, but YouTube has a video on how to make one. A microwave energy weapon.
Maybe it's just fake and it wouldn't work though.
Maybe, who knows?
I wouldn't think they'd put those things out there for real.
Yeah, there used to be how to make a homemade bomb out there in the web. I have no clue. When I first heard about it, I Googled it, and there was ways they were showing you how to make one.
Wow. That's crazy.
Good Lord. Goodness. Used old microwave oven parts, and he built one. Wow, Keith. That's crazy. But as long as it works on a Trump flag, that's cool. It's still hilarious. Put your
Yeah.
microwave Trump flag and is
Oh,
was stuck on fire.
it says, Uncover the News says Elon Musk cited in a Putin speech and private text with a banker saying the Twitter deal wouldn't make sense if we're heading into World War.
Well, at least he's got his priorities right, you know.
Oh my God. Everything I hear about Elon Musk just keeps getting.
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah.
Oh, craziness.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, love, I'm gonna head out. It's been over 3 hours.
I'm
We've
ready
been,
now.
we've been jamming for a while.
We jammed long enough.
It was supposed to
You
be a spiritual night.
well, it was spiritual, and then it got earthly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mind. But it went a little longer than I wanted.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? It went as long as it needed to, because you don't know what we might have said and what message we sent to whoever needed it. So the perfect time. Perfect
Yep.
time.
Yep.
No more questions. All right, love, everyone. So if you're concerned about things, go back to the beginning when the real stuff was there.
Yeah.
But the inspiration of how we're supposed to transcend.
This is just
And not
our
talk about the former guy and all the
like
junk.
backstage, but
Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Thanks, Cat Lady. Bless you for everyone joining us. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks for being here. Bye bye.
Love always.
Bye.